Good evening and welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Tonight, we'll spend a little quiet time together with a gentle old truth that you have done enough and you are allowed to stop. Before we begin, if you'd like, tell us where you're listening from tonight. There's a quiet comfort in knowing we're keeping each other company in the dark. You made it to the end of another day. That is no small thing. Most of us carry the day to bed with us. The things we said and the things we didn't. The small worries that grow louder once the lights go out. Tonight, you can set some of that down, slowly, gently, one soft thought at a time. There's no hurry, and nothing is expected of you. You don't need to follow closely. You don't need to understand it or remember any of it. There is nothing to do here, and nowhere else you need to be. And if you drift off long before the end, good. That means it's working. That is the only wish for tonight. So settle in, wherever you are. Let your shoulders come down. Let your breathing slow. You're safe. The day is over now, and you are allowed to rest. You're here at Restful Minds. Whenever you're ready, let's begin. You have been running, maybe all day, maybe longer than that. From the moment you opened your eyes this morning, there was a list, things to do, people to answer. A quiet voice at the back of your mind saying, "Hurry, you're behind, there's more." You know that voice. It wakes before you do. It hands you the day before your feet even touch the floor. And it doesn't stop. Not at lunch, not at dinner, not now, in the dark, when everyone else seems to have put the day down but you. And you ran. You always run. You got through it, one thing after another, the way you do every day. And now it's night, and some part of you is still running, still going over it all, still reaching for the next thing. Let's stop that now, just for tonight. You can put it down, all of it. The list will keep. It will still be there in the morning, and you will meet it then, rested, but not now. Now you are allowed to stop. The night is kinder than the day. Have you noticed that? The day asks and asks and asks. The night asks nothing at all. It only offers the dark, the quiet, the rest. All you have to do is take it, and you can now. There is no one here who needs a single thing from you. Notice how strange that word feels. Stop. So much of the day, there is no such thing. One task finishes, and the next is already waiting. You answer one message, and 3 more arrive. The work is never done. It is never, ever done. And somewhere along the way, we stopped expecting it to be. And here is the strange part. The more we do, the further behind we feel. You cross off 5 things, 6 more appear. You are always almost caught up, never quite there. That feeling has a name, though we rarely say it out loud. It is tiredness, not just of the body, of the spirit too. The tiredness of a person who has not been allowed to stop for a very long time. If that is you tonight, you are in the right place. Maybe there's a small guilt in stopping. Many tired people feel it. A voice that says, "You should be doing something. You're wasting time." Let that voice be wrong tonight. It has pushed you long enough. Rest is not idleness. Rest is how a person survives a life like this. You are not wasting anything by lying here. You are healing, quietly. And that is the most important work there is. So let's set it down. This once. Not forever, just for one night. Let the running stop at the door of this room. It cannot follow you here. Here, there is nothing to finish, no one to catch up to, nowhere you are supposed to be. There is only you, and the quiet, and the soft dark, waiting to hold you. Feel the bed beneath you, how it holds all your weight, so you don't have to. Feel how heavy your arms have become, your legs, your shoulders, coming down at last. The day is still in your body. Let it start to leave, slowly. There is no rush now. There is no next. There is only this. Take one slow breath, just for yourself. In and let it out, long and slow. Feel your chest soften. One more. In and out. With each breath, you sink a little deeper into the bed, a little further from the day. There is nothing to do but this. Just breathe. Just let go. Think of all your body did today. It carried you from place to place. It held you up through every hour. It asked for so little. It gave so much. It is tired now, honestly tired. Let it rest. It has more than earned it. Lay it down the way you'd set down something heavy you had carried too far. A bag that had cut into your shoulder all day. Sometimes you don't feel how heavy a thing is until the moment you put it down. Feel that now. The whole day sliding off you. Already you can breathe a little deeper. Let me tell you something while you settle. Something that might help. Almost 2,000 years ago, in Rome, a man named Seneca watched people live exactly the way you have been living. He watched them rush. He watched them fill every hour and answer every demand and run from morning to night, year after year. And he watched them arrive, tired and surprised, at the end of their lives, wondering where it had all gone. He wrote a small book about it, a gentle one. And in it, he said something that has waited 2,000 years to reach you, tonight, in the dark. He said, "It is not that life is short. It is that we give so much of it away. We hand our hours to 100 small urgencies. We spend ourselves on things that never mattered as much as they seemed to. And then we say there was no time. But there was time. There was always time. We were simply too busy running to live inside it." He was not scolding anyone. He understood. He had run too. He knew how it happens. How a life fills up with urgent, forgettable things. How the years slip past while we mean to slow down. Someday, when things calm down. But things never calm down on their own. We all have a someday. Someday when it's quieter. Someday we'll rest. We'll breathe. We'll live a little slower. And someday keeps not coming. There is always one more thing first. So Seneca said, gently, do not wait for someday. The quiet you keep waiting for, you can have a little of it now, tonight. This is your someday. It came, it's here. Let that be a comfort, not a sorrow, because it means the problem was never you. You are not lazy. You are not behind. You have not failed at some race that everyone else is winning. There is no race, there never was. There is only a tired person at the end of a long day who is allowed, finally allowed, to stop running and rest. All day you are useful. You produce. You provide. You are counted on. That is a good thing in the daytime, but it is not who you are. It is only what you do. And here, in the dark, you get to set it down. You do not have to be useful tonight. You do not have to be anything at all. You are allowed to simply be. A tired person, resting. And that is enough. And the world will keep turning while you rest. It does not need you awake tonight. It will manage, the way it always has, while you sleep. The things you did not finish will keep. The people you love are safe. You can lay the whole day down, and the world will hold it for you until morning. Listen to how quiet it is now. The messages have stopped. The demands of the day have gone still. For a few hours, no one wants anything from you. That silence is not empty. It is a gift. It is the day finally letting you go. There is nothing you have to do with this hour. You can let it be soft. You can let it be slow. You can let it carry you, gently, towards sleep. So feel it now, the stopping. No task in your hands, no next thing, nothing to reach for. Just your body, growing heavy. Just your breath, slowing down, just the day, drawing quietly to its close. You do not have to earn this rest. That is the first thing to let go of tonight. You do not have to have done enough to deserve it. Rest is not a reward. It is not wages for a productive day. It is simply yours, the way sleep belongs to every tired creature, freely, without conditions. So let the ledger close. Whatever you did today, it was enough. Whatever you left undone, it can wait. Let your breath go slow. Let the last of the hurry drain out of you, down into the bed, into the dark, and gone. The running is over now. For tonight, there is nothing left to chase. You have done enough. There is a small scorekeeper who lives in a tired mind. You may know the one. It keeps a tally. All day, quietly, it counts. Did I do enough? Did I get through the list? Was today a good day, or did I fall short again? And at night, it reads the score back to you. Right when you're trying to rest, it tells you what you didn't finish, what you should have done better, who you let down. It has a way of finding the one thing you missed in a whole day of things you managed. And it is loudest now. In the daylight, you're too busy to hear it. But here, in the quiet, it has your full attention. It leans in close. It whispers the email you forgot, the call you didn't return, the thing you meant to do for someone and didn't. A whole day of effort, and it hands you only the gaps. Let's turn that scorekeeper off tonight, gently. It has worked hard enough. Because here is a question worth sitting with. Who taught you to keep score like that? You weren't born counting. No child measures its days by what it produced. Somewhere along the way, we learned it. Gold stars for good work, grades, praise when we achieved, and that cooler silence when we didn't. Little by little, we came to believe a quiet, heavy lie, that we are worth what we accomplish, that our value is a number, and the number is how much we got done. It is a lie, a common one, and a cruel one, but a lie all the same. Think of someone you love, someone tired, someone who had a hard day and didn't get to everything. Would you read them their failures at bedtime? Would you tell them they hadn't done enough? Of course not. You'd soften. You'd say, you did your best, and that's plenty, now rest. You'd be kind. Be that kind to yourself tonight. You've earned that much, if nothing else. And it is a trap that can never be won, because the bar always moves. Do you notice that? You reach the thing you were striving for, and for one moment, maybe, you feel enough, and then the bar quietly lifts. There's a new thing to reach, a higher number, and you're behind again. You could work every hour of every day, and the scorekeeper would still, at night, find you wanting. No one can live well that way, and you have been trying to, for a long time. Think back to a day when you did almost nothing. A sick day, maybe. A slow, empty Sunday. You produced nothing. You crossed off no list, and yet, were you worth less that day? Of course not. You were exactly as precious to the people who love you. The sun was just as glad to warm you. Your worth didn't dip because your output did. It never does. It simply isn't made of that. And here is the quiet secret the scorekeeper never tells you. Enough was never a number. You could work forever and never reach it, because enough is not a finish line you cross. It is a place you decide to stand. You can stand there now, tonight, having done exactly what you did today, no more, no less, and simply call it enough. Not because the work is complete, it never is, but because you are allowed to stop and be at peace with a day that was, like all days, imperfect and full and enough. So tonight, let's set the whole scale down. Picture it, if it helps. The scale you've been weighed on all your life. Picture setting it down, right at the edge of the bed, just for tonight. You don't have to smash it. You don't have to fix it. Just set it down and lie back. It will keep till morning. And in the morning, you may find you don't much want to pick it up again. Here, in the dark, you are not being measured. There is no score. There is no tally of this hour. You are lying still, producing nothing, achieving nothing at all. And you are worth exactly as much as you have ever been worth, not one bit less. There is a deep rest in being unmeasured. All day you are assessed, by yourself, by others, by that endless quiet math of enough or not enough. Here it stops. No one is grading this hour. No one is checking. You can let your guard all the way down. Avils die doortaniding, or nof im shamdwood, meterindensgorn. You can let your guard all the way down. You can stop performing, stop achieving, stop being useful, and nothing bad will happen. You'll simply be a person at rest, and that is completely fine. Let that land softly. Your worth did not go up on your best, busiest day, and it does not go down tonight, lying here, doing nothing. It never moved at all. It was never tied to the work. It only felt that way, because someone taught you to believe it. You came into the world worth everything, having done nothing at all. A newborn achieves nothing, produces nothing, and is loved beyond measure, simply for being here. That worth did not expire. It didn't have to be renewed by good grades, or hard work, or a full calendar. It is still yours, whole and untouched, underneath every score you were ever given. It was always underneath. It is there right now. You are not what you get done. You never were. You are the one who notices a kindness, the one who loves the people you love, the one who feels the evening light and laughs at small things and carries on, gently, through hard days. None of that shows up on a scorecard, and all of it is worth more than everything you ever crossed off a list. And the ones who love you, they don't keep a list of what you produced. Ask them what they love about you, and they won't name your work. They'll name the way you laugh, some small kindness you've forgotten, the way you are when you're most yourself. That is what stays. That is what people keep. Never the tally. The tally was only ever real to you, late at night, and it was never true. Seneca saw this too, in his busy Rome. He watched people who were endlessly busy, and he made a quiet distinction that is worth carrying to sleep. Being busy, he said, is not the same as living well. A life is not measured by how much you crammed into it. Some people do a great deal and never truly live. Others do very little and live deeply. The counting was never the point. It never is. He knew people who were forever rushing toward the next thing, and never once still enough to feel the life they were already in. And he knew quieter ones, who owned little and did little, but who were awake to their own days, and rich in the only way that lasts. It is not how full your hours are. It is how present you are inside them. And you can be present now, tonight, doing nothing at all, simply by lying here, and breathing and being. So the numbers can rest tonight, along with you. You do not have to add anything up. You do not have to justify the day, or account for the hours, or prove that you were worth the space you took up in the world. You were, you are. That was never in question, except by a tired mind, late at night, reading back a score that was never real. Let the scorekeeper sleep. Feel how it lightens you, to set that weight down, to be, for a little while, no one's employee, no one's helper, no one's provider, just a person, resting in the dark, breathing, being, worth everything, and asked for nothing. Feel your whole body agree to this, the jaw, letting go, the hands unclenching, the chest softening as the weight of proving comes off it. You have nothing to prove to anyone here, not even to yourself, especially not to yourself. There is nothing to prove here. There is nothing to earn. There is only you, exactly as you are, lying in the quiet, allowed to simply exist, which was always, always enough. Let your breath slow. Let the day's tally fade. Let the numbers go dark, one by one, like windows in a house settling in for the night. You are enough. Most of us make a quiet bargain with ourselves. It goes like this: I'll rest when I'm done, when the work is finished, when the house is clean, when the inbox is empty, when the last thing is crossed off. Then I'll let myself stop. It sounds reasonable. It even sounds responsible. But there's a trap hidden inside it. And the trap is this: done never comes. And so the rest we promised ourselves never quite comes either. Think of the last time you finally had a free evening, or a holiday. Was your mind truly there? Or was it still half on the undone things, the work waiting, the tasks piling up back home? So many of us never fully arrive at our own rest. We carry the unfinished work with us, to the beach, to the dinner table, to the pillow. The body stops, but the mind keeps working, because it believes it hasn't earned the break yet. Think about it, gently. You clean the kitchen. The next day, it needs cleaning again. You answer every message. By morning, there are more. You finish the big thing at work, and a new one is already waiting behind it. The laundry is never done. The inbox is never empty. The world quietly refills itself, every single day. This is not because you're slow, or behind, or doing it wrong. It is the nature of the thing. A day's work is like the tide. It goes out, and it comes back in. You are not failing to hold back the tide. No one can hold back the tide. You were never meant to. So the rest keeps getting pushed back, to the weekend, to the holiday, to later, when things finally settle down. But things don't settle down, not on their own, and later has a way of never quite arriving. If you wait to be finished before you rest, you will wait your whole life. Let's not wait tonight. Here is a gentler truth to lie down with. The work is not supposed to be finished. A life is not a project with a deadline. It was never meant to be completed and closed, like a box you tick. It's meant to be lived, in the middle of things, always in the middle, with loose ends trailing in every direction. That is not a sign you're failing. That is simply what a life looks like. Look at anything alive. A tree is never finished growing. A river is never done flowing. The grass doesn't reach a point where it's complete and stops. Living things are always unfinished. Unfinished is not broken. Unfinished is just alive. Think of a good book. You don't finish it in one sitting and feel ashamed for stopping. You place a bookmark. You set it down. You come back to it tomorrow, rested, and the story is still there, waiting right where you left it. Tonight, you can place a bookmark in the day. Set it down mid-chapter. It will keep. A story doesn't vanish because you closed the cover for the night. Neither does yours. So you don't have to finish tonight. You don't have to finish ever, really. There is no version of you, somewhere down the road, who has finally done it all and earned the right to rest. There is only you, here, now, in the middle of an unfinished life, allowed to lay it down for the night, exactly as it is, and notice the small pull to tie things up first. Did I send that message? Did I lock the door? Did I remember the thing I was meant to remember? The mind wants everything sealed before it will rest, but you don't have to seal it all tonight. If something truly matters, it will still matter in the morning, and you'll tend to it then. For now, you can let the small open loops stay open. They can hum quietly in the dark without you. They don't need watching. Feel what that permission does. You can stop mid-task, mid-list, mid-thought, You don't have to reach a stopping point, because there isn't one. You just stop, right here, and let the rest be waiting in the morning, patient, unbothered, exactly where you left it. The unfinished things will keep. They always do. The half-done work will still be half done tomorrow, and that's all right. It's not going anywhere. It doesn't need you tonight. It can rest too. And tomorrow, a rested version of you will pick it back up. Someone clearer than the tired one lying here now. Someone with fresh hands and morning light and a strength this late hour simply doesn't have. Leave it for them. They'll manage. They always have. Your only task tonight is to become them by resting. Seneca watched people fall into this trap 2,000 years ago. He saw them always living towards something, always postponing, always saying, "When I finish this, then I'll live, then I'll rest, then I'll enjoy my life." And he watched them run out of days before then ever came. It broke his heart a little, because the truth was so simple and so close. Life isn't the reward you get after the work is done. Life is now, this breath, this quiet hour. The work will never all be done, so you must let yourself live and rest in the middle of it, or you never will. You can begin that tonight, by resting now, unfinished, by letting the day close with things still undone, and choosing peace anyway. So don't save your life for the far side of the work. There is no far side. The work goes on after all of us. The great cathedrals were built by people who never saw them finished, who laid their one stone and rested and handed the rest to those who came after. You can lay your stone down too tonight. You did your part today. The rest is not yours to carry into sleep. There is a deep relief in it once you allow it, to stop trying to reach the end, to set the work down mid-stride and turn toward the bed and rest, not because you're finished, but because you're tired and it's night, and that is reason enough. There is nothing noble in wearing yourself out against a task that has no end. The tide will come in again tomorrow, whether you sleep tonight or lie awake fighting it. So sleep, meet it rested. That is not giving up. That is wisdom. That is how people last. So lay it down now. Whatever is unfinished. Leave the sentence half written. Leave the task half done. Leave the list with things still on it. None of it will fall apart without you tonight. The world held itself together for a very long time before you started carrying it, and it will hold easily while you sleep. You have carried the unfinished all day. You are allowed to put it down at night. That is not some special privilege you have to earn. It is just how a person is meant to live. Work in the light, rest in the dark. Let the two take turns. You have done the light's part today. Now let the dark do its part. Let it hold everything for a while, so you don't have to. There's even a small, quiet courage in this, to leave a thing undone on purpose, to choose rest over one more task when every habit in you says push on. It may not feel like courage. It feels more like letting go, but it is. It's the quiet bravery of trusting that you and the world will both be just fine, unfinished, and at rest. Let the loose ends stay loose. Let the open doors stay open. Let the unfinished be unfinished, just for tonight. And let yourself rest inside it, warm and heavy, and finally still. Feel your body take the permission before your mind does. The shoulders drop. The hands go still. A long breath comes on its own. Some deep part of you has been waiting all day to hear this, that it can stop now, that it doesn't have to finish, that it's allowed to set the whole unfinished world down and rest. You don't have to finish, you only have to rest. You may rest now. Let me tell you a story now, a true one as far as these old pictures reach us. There's nothing you need to hold on to, just let it drift by like something seen from a slow train. Picture Rome, 2,000 years ago, the city where Seneca lived. It is not yet dawn. The sky is still dark, and already the streets are moving. All across the city, tired men are getting up in the dark, dressing quickly, hurrying out into the cold streets by torchlight before the sun is even up. They are rushing to the houses of powerful men to stand at the door and wait and be seen, to say good morning to someone important, to be counted among his followers. This was the way in Rome. You rose before dawn, you ran to another man's door, you waited, and that was only the start of the day. After that came the forum, the business, the law courts, crowded and loud, the favors to ask, the favors owed, the endless climbing, someone always above you to impress, someone below you, climbing toward your place. All day, the city rushed, from dark to dark, everyone with somewhere to be, everyone chasing something just ahead of them. And here is what Seneca saw in their faces. They did not look happy. They looked driven, tight, and somewhere underneath the hurry, tired, the way you know that tiredness. They were not running toward joy, they were just running, because everyone was running, because stopping felt impossible, or unsafe, or like falling behind. You know that feeling. It has not changed in 2,000 years. Seneca watched all of this, and he knew it from the inside. He had been rich, he had been powerful, he had stood in those crowds and climbed those ladders and felt that same hurry in his own chest. He was not judging these people from above, he had been one of them. It took him a long time to see it. It usually does. We rarely notice the rushing while we're inside it. It just feels like life, like the way things simply are. It's only later, if we're lucky, in some quiet hour like this one, that we lift our heads and think, wait, is this how I want to spend the one life I have? But he had come to see something they could not, in the middle of the rush. He saw that they were not short of time. They only thought they were. They said, always, that there was no time to rest, no time to think, no time to simply sit with a friend, or watch the evening come, or do nothing at all. And yet, look at what they did with their hours. They poured them out, on other men's doors, on status, on errands that would be forgotten in a week, on 100 urgent things that did not matter and never would. Time was the one thing they could never get back, and it was the one thing they spent most carelessly of all. Seneca noticed something strange about this. A man would guard his money fiercely. He'd count his coins. He'd lock his gates. He would not let a stranger take a single acre of his land. But that same man would hand his days to anyone who asked. An hour here, a morning there, a whole year, given away to someone else's ambition without a second thought. We are careful with what can be replaced, he saw, and reckless with the one thing that cannot. And even their rest was not really rest. Seneca noticed that too. When these busy men finally stopped, they didn't know how to be still. They filled their free time with more noise, more games, more distraction. Their leisure was just a quieter kind of rushing. They had forgotten how to be quiet, how to sit with themselves and do nothing, and let that be enough. Maybe you know that feeling too, how strange stillness can seem, at first, when you're not used to it. If tonight feels a little unfamiliar, that's all right. You're only learning to be still again. It comes back. It always comes back. And here was the saddest part. They all meant to live, later, when the climbing was done, when they'd made enough and won enough and could finally stop. Then, they told themselves, they would rest. Then they would enjoy their lives. Then they would begin. But later kept not coming. There was always one more season of rushing first, and too many of them ran out of days before they ever slowed down. They spent their whole lives getting ready to live, and the getting ready was the life. It was all they got. Seneca had a quiet admiration for the few who escaped this, the ones who kept some time for themselves, who thought their own thoughts and rested when they were tired and were not owned, hour, by everyone who wanted a piece of them. Those, he said, were the ones who truly lived, not the richest, not the most powerful, the ones who owned their own days. By that measure, lying here tonight, keeping this quiet hour, you are richer than half of Rome. Seneca wrote about this to a friend, a good man who ran the city's grain supply, one of the busiest posts in all of Rome. He wanted to reach him before it was too late, and the heart of what he said was gentle and simple, and it can reach you too, tonight. He said, "Life is long enough. It truly is. Long enough for a full and peaceful life, if only we stop pouring it away. The problem was never the length of our days, it was the rushing, it was the giving away, it was forgetting to keep any of it for ourselves. And that is the quiet gift hidden in this story, for you, right now. Because look at what you are doing this very moment. You have stopped. You are not rushing to anyone's door. You are not chasing anything just ahead of you. You have taken this hour and kept it for yourself, for no reason but rest. This is reclaimed time. Do you feel it? These slow, quiet minutes are not being spent on the city, or the ladder, or the endless list. They are yours, fully, truly yours. This may be the most alive hour of your whole day, not because anything is happening, but because you are finally here inside it, awake to it, resting in it, instead of running past it. The city is still out there. It always is. It's still rushing, somewhere, in the dark. Let it. You don't have to run tonight. You have stepped out of the crowd and into the quiet, and you are allowed to stay here as long as you like. Let them hurry. You are done hurrying, for today. There will be a dawn again tomorrow. The city will start to move, and so will you. That's all right. That's life. But you don't have to leap into it from a dead run. You can meet it slowly, rested, having kept a little of the night for yourself. That small keeping, one quiet hour, one unhurried breath, is how a rushed life slowly becomes a lived one. And it starts here, tonight, with this. Feel the rush drain out of you as you lie here, the tightness in your chest easing, the readiness to jump up and go, softening. You don't have to be ready for anything tonight. There's no door to reach, no bell about to ring. Let your body understand, slowly, that it can stand down. The running is over. It is safe to be still now. Feel how good it is to be still while the world rushes on, to have gotten off the road, to be lying here in the warm dark, keeping this hour for no one but yourself. No one is waiting at a door for you now. Nothing is climbing toward your place. There is only you, and the quiet, and time, soft and slow, and finally your own. This hour is yours. No one can take it. Let it be enough. You are probably the strong one. Most people who are this tired are. You're the one who holds things together, the reliable one, the one others come to. When something breaks, you fix it. When someone needs help, you help. You carry what needs carrying, quietly, and you don't make a fuss, and you keep going. People lean on you, maybe more than they know. Think of everything you held today, not just the tasks, the feelings too. Someone's bad mood you smoothed over, a worry you carried for a person you love, a hard thing you didn't say because someone else needed you steady. You held all of that, quietly, on top of your own tiredness, and no one saw the weight of it, because you're good at carrying. You always have been. And there is something good in that. It's a kind of love, to be dependable, to be the steady one. But let's be honest, here in the dark, where no one can hear, It is also very tired-making, because the strong one rarely gets to be held. You carry everyone. But who carries you? It's a lonely thing, being the strong one. People stop asking if you're all right, because you always seem to be. They assume you're fine, because you're always fine. And so you learn not to say it when you're not. You learn to carry that alone too. If that's you, if you've been carrying it alone for a long time, then hear this. You don't have to. Not tonight. Not here. You hold it together for so many people. But when do you get to fall apart? When does someone say to you, "Put it down, I've got it now," you rest? For a lot of us, the honest answer is, not often. Almost never. We are the ones who cope, who manage, who are fine, always fine, even when we're not. So let me say the thing no one says to the strong one. You're allowed to not be okay. You don't have to hold it together tonight. You don't have to be positive, or grateful, or brave about any of it. If today was hard, it was hard. You can let it have been hard, without fixing it, without finding the silver lining, without being strong about it. Right now, in the dark, you can simply be a tired person who had a long day. That is allowed. That is enough. That is a heavy way to live, and you have lived it a long time. So let's set it down tonight. The strength, just for now. Here, you don't have to be strong. That's the gift of this hour. No one is leaning on you in this dark. No one needs you to be steady, or capable, or fine. There is nothing to hold together. There is nothing you have to carry. For these few hours, you are off duty, completely, entirely off duty, from being everyone's rock. Listen. In this room, right now, no one needs a single thing from you. No one is about to call. No one is waiting for you to fix it, or handle it, or hold it together. For these few hours, you are responsible for nothing but your own rest. Let that sink all the way in. It may be the most unfamiliar feeling of all, and the one you needed most. You can be soft here. You can be tired here. You can even fall apart a little if you need to. The dark won't mind. It has held far heavier things than you, and never once complained. And being held is not being a burden. The tired part of you might flinch at the very idea. You're so used to being the one who gives, that receiving can feel almost wrong. But it isn't. The night is not doing you a favor it resents. The dark wants to hold you. Rest is not something you're taking from anyone. So let yourself receive it. You, of all people, have earned the right to be carried for a while. Feel what it's like to be the one held for a change, not the one holding. Let the bed take your weight. Let the dark wrap around you. Let the night do the carrying tonight. It's strong enough for both of you, and it never tires. You spend so much of your life being the strength for others. Tonight, let something be the strength for you. Even Marcus Aurelius knew this need. He held the whole Roman world on his shoulders. Every decision, every burden, every life that depended on his. There was no one above him to lean on. He was the top of it all, and yet, at night, in his tent, he set it down. He had to. Even the man who held the world could not hold it every hour. He lay down, he let the night take it, and in the morning he picked it up again, but only in the morning, and only because he had rested first. If even he was allowed to set the world down at night, then so are you. Your body remembers being held. Long ago, when you were small, someone bigger than you carried you when you were tired, lifted you when you couldn't walk another step, and you let go completely in their arms, because you knew you were safe, because someone stronger had you. That memory is still in you, underneath all the years of being the strong one. You can find it again tonight. Let the night be that presence, the one that has you, so you can finally, fully let go. There is such deep rest waiting on the other side of that letting go. In being, for a few hours, no one's rock, No one's fixer, no one's strength, just a person, held in the dark, off duty at last. That is not a small thing. For someone who carries as much as you do, it may be the kindest gift there is. Because strength that never rests isn't really strength. It's just slow breaking. A bow that is always bent will crack. A field that is never left fallow turns to dust. Even the strongest things must rest, or they don't stay strong for long. Your rest is not a weakness. It is how you go on being able to carry at all. It is part of the strength, not the opposite of it. And here is something for the part of you that worries about the people who lean on you. Your resting is good for them too. The version of you that is worn down to nothing helps no one well. But a rested you, a you that slept, that was held, that filled back up, that is the one who can truly show up tomorrow. You are not abandoning anyone by resting tonight. You are becoming, again, someone with something left to give. Rest is how you keep being able to love them. So put it down, all of it. The weight of being the one who copes, the weight of being needed, the weight of holding steady for everyone who leans on you. You can pick it back up tomorrow if you must, but not tonight. Tonight it is not yours to hold. Let your body understand this. Feel the muscles that have been braced all day, the shoulders that carry so much, the jaw, the back. Feel them slowly let go. They don't have to hold you up anymore. The bed is doing that now. They can rest. Let them. Feel the weight lifting, slowly. The weight you didn't even know you were holding. It sits highest in the chest. That weight, the held breath of the one who must not drop anything. Let it out now. One long breath. Let the chest open. Let the held breath go. You can drop it all tonight, and nothing will fall, because the night has it now. There is no one to be strong for in this room tonight. There is only you, tired and human, and finally allowed to be held. You have been strong for so long, long enough. You can stop now, not forever, just for tonight. Let this be the night you don't have to be strong. Let it be the night something else holds the weight, so your tired arms can finally open and rest. Let something else carry you now. Let yourself rest. Somewhere in a tired mind, there's a quiet, aching thought. It goes something like this. Everyone else seems to be managing. Why am I so tired? You look around, and it seems like other people are keeping up, doing more than you, coping better, getting it all done, and still smiling. And you, at the end of the day, worn thin. You wonder what's wrong with you, why it's so hard, why you can't just keep pace, like everyone else seems to. And these days, it's worse than it's ever been. You hold a small glowing screen, and it shows you everyone's best moments, all at once. The trips, the wins, the people who seem to do it all, easily, and never tire. It's a highlight reel, the 10 good seconds from 1,000 ordinary hours. But it doesn't feel like a highlight reel at midnight. It feels like proof that everyone is doing better than you. It isn't, but it feels that way. Let's take that thought out and look at it gently, because it isn't true, and it's been hurting you for a long time. Here is what's really happening. You are comparing your insides to their outsides. You feel your own tiredness from the inside, every ache of it, every hour you struggled. But other people, you only see their surface, the calm face, the tidy photo, the version they let the world see. You never see their exhausted nights, their private struggles, the days they barely got through. You compare everything you feel to the little they show, and of course you come up short. Everyone would. Think of the person you compare yourself to most, the one who seems to manage everything. You see what they accomplish. You don't see what it costs them. You don't see the thing they've quietly given up to keep those plates spinning. You don't see them lying awake, wondering if they're enough. Everyone pays for what they carry. You just can't see anyone's bill but your own. Because behind every calm surface, someone is tired too. That person who seems to have it all together, they're probably just better at hiding the strain. The one who seems tireless, they have nights like yours that you never see. Almost everyone is carrying more than they let on. The whole world is full of people quietly wondering why everyone else seems to be managing, while they, too, are barely holding on. You are not the only tired one. You are one of nearly everyone. Tonight, all over the world, people are lying down tired. The ones who looked so capable today, the ones who seemed to have it easy, the ones you envied a little, they're in their beds now, just like you, carrying their own long day. You are not alone in this tiredness. You are in the vast, quiet company of nearly every person alive. There's comfort in that, if you let it in. You're not falling behind the others. You're lying down beside them, in the same soft dark. So let the comparison go tonight. It was never a fair fight. You were measuring your whole, honest, messy inside against 100 polished surfaces. No one could win that. And you don't have to play it anymore. And here is the deeper thing. There is no line you're behind. Behind what, exactly? There is no schedule for a human life. No one handed you a timetable at birth, marking where you should be by now, how much you should manage, how tired you're allowed to be. That schedule doesn't exist. You made it up, or the world handed it to you, but it was never real. You cannot fall behind on a race that was never being run. You are not behind. You are exactly where a tired person is at the end of a long day, which is to say, you are exactly where you are, and that is a perfectly all right place to be. Somewhere along the way, we all absorbed an impossible idea of how much a person should be able to do. Work hard, rest well, be there for everyone, stay healthy, stay calm, stay kind, achieve, provide, and never once show the strain. No one could do all of that. It isn't a real standard. It's a trap, and you've been measuring yourself against it and calling yourself short, when the truth is that the standard itself was never possible. You didn't fail it. It was always a lie. The Stoics knew this pull well. Marcus Aurelius wrote, again and again, a small reminder to himself. Do your own work. Don't glance around at what everyone else is doing. Don't measure your path against theirs. Tend to your own life, your own duties, your own quiet corner of the world, and let the rest run their own race if they must. To compare yourself to others, he saw, was to borrow a fever that wasn't even yours. And here's a strange, freeing thing to know. Even the people you envy someone. The comparison never ends, and it never satisfies. There's always someone who seems to have more, do more, cope better. You could climb that ladder your whole life, and never reach a rung where you finally feel like enough, because enough was never up there. It was here all along. In stopping, in turning your eyes from the crowd, in coming home to your own quiet life, and finding it was always plenty. So come home to your own life tonight, the only one you have to live. Stop watching the others. Stop measuring. Let the whole comparing, keeping up, falling behind machinery go quiet. It has run long enough, and it never brought you anything but tiredness. And being slower is not being less. Some of us move gently through the world. We feel things deeply. We need more rest than the loud, fast people seem to. That is not a flaw to fix. It's just a way of being. The world needs its quiet, tender, slower souls as much as its tireless ones, perhaps more. If you are one of them, you can stop apologizing for it, especially tonight. Tonight, your slowness is exactly right. Here, in the dark, there is no one to keep up with. No one is ahead of you. No one is watching to see if you rest. There is only you and your own tired body, and the simple human need to lie down and sleep, the same need every single person on earth will feel tonight, the managing ones and the struggling ones alike. Feel how it softens you, to stop comparing, to stop glancing sideways, to just be here, in your own life, at your own pace, with nothing to prove and no one to match. Feel your body settle, now that there's no one to keep up with. That subtle bracing of comparison, the sideways lean, always measuring. Let it go. Your shoulders don't have to be ready to prove anything. Your face can go slack. There's no one here to perform for, no one to match. Just you, sinking into the bed, at your own pace, which is the only pace that was ever truly yours. So let the race go, all the way. Let the others run it, if they want to. You're stepping off the track tonight, into the grass, into the dark, into rest, and you lose nothing at all by stepping off. There was never a prize at the end of it worth the cost of the running. You are finally, gently, winning back your own life, one quiet, unmeasured hour at a time. And that is the only race that was ever worth anything. You were never behind. You were only tired. And tired is not a failing. Tired is just what happens to a person who has been carrying a lot for a long time and hasn't rested enough. So rest now, not to catch up, not to get ahead, just because you're tired and it's night and rest is yours. You are not behind. You never were. Rest now. Here is another old story, a Roman one from long before Seneca. It has come down to us across the centuries, half history and half legend, the way the oldest stories do. Let it come to you softly. There is nothing to remember. There was a man named Cincinnatus. He was not rich. He was not powerful. He had once been someone in Rome, but that was behind him now. He lived on a small farm on the far side of the river, and he worked it with his own hands. He plowed his few acres. He tended his crops. It was a simple life, a quiet one, and he loved it. There's a particular peace in that kind of life, the peace of simple, honest work, done with your own hands, the smell of turned earth, the quiet of a field at evening, the good tiredness that comes from real work, the kind that has earned its rest. He wasn't chasing anything out there in his small field. He wasn't climbing toward anything. He had, in his own plain way, most of what a person actually needs, and some quiet part of him knew it. One day, some men came looking for him. Rome was in trouble. A Roman army had marched out and been trapped, surrounded in the hills. The city was frightened, and the leaders of Rome had decided there was only one man who could save them. So they sent messengers in a hurry across the river to find him, and they found him in his field. Picture it, the senators in their fine robes, out of breath, and Cincinnatus in the middle of his land, sweating, his hands in the earth, guiding the plow behind his oxen, an ordinary tired man doing ordinary work. They called to him. They asked him to put on his toga so they could deliver their message properly. He wiped his face. He called to his wife to bring the toga, and he stood there in his own field and listened as they told him that Rome needed him, that they were making him dictator, that they were placing the entire power of the state into his hands, every soldier, every decision, everything. It was total power, the kind most men spend their whole lives chasing, and it had come to him, unasked, while he was plowing his field. Think of what that moment asked of him, to leave the peace he loved, to pick up a burden most men would kill for, and he had never wanted. He didn't refuse. Rome needed him, and he was the kind of man who answers when he's needed. You know that kind. You are that kind. But notice this, he didn't want the power for its own sake. He saw it clearly for what it was, not a prize, a duty, a heavy thing to be carried for a while, and then sat down. So he went. He left the plough where it stood. He crossed the river. He took command, and he did what needed to be done, swiftly and well. He gathered the men. He freed the trapped army. He lifted the danger from the city. He did the hard thing, the whole of it, and he did it right. The story doesn't dwell on the fighting. That was never the point. What matters is simpler. He was needed. He came. He did the hard thing well, and then it ended. And then came the part of the story that has echoed for 2,000 years. The moment the work was done, he gave the power back. He didn't keep it. He didn't hold on. He could have. No one would have stopped him. He had saved Rome. The city was grateful. The power was his to keep for as long as he wanted it. Men have burned the world down for a fraction of what sat in his hands. He laid it down, all of it. He set aside the title. He set aside the command, and he walked back across the river to his small farm and picked up the plough exactly where he had left it, and he went back to his quiet life as though none of it had happened. And that is what makes him remembered. Not the winning. Anyone can win. What almost no one can do is win, and then let go, to hold great power in your hand, and open that hand, and walk away from it, back to a small field, and a plough, and an ordinary life. That took a kind of strength the battlefield never asked of him. The strength to know that enough was enough. The strength to stop. He did what was needed, and then he stopped, and then he went home. Sit with that a moment, here in the dark, because it is the rarest thing in the world, and the thing a tired heart most needs to remember. He knew when the work was done. He didn't chase more. He didn't tell himself, now that I have this power, I should get more. He didn't let the role swallow the man. He did his part, fully, without holding back, and then he recognized the moment it was finished. And in that moment he set it down and returned to the life he loved, to the small field, to the simple work, to his own quiet peace. He understood something we tend to lose in all our busyness, that the work is not the life. The field was the life. Rome was the interruption. He did what Rome asked because it was right, but he never once confused the emergency for the point of his whole existence. The point was the small farm, the quiet, the going home, and when the work was done, he always went home. Most of us have forgotten how to do that. We do the work, but we never quite set it down. We finish the task, but we're already carrying the next one. We save our own small Rome 100 times a week, and we never once walk back across the river to rest. We stay in the role. We keep the plough in one hand and the whole weight of the city in the other, always, and we wonder why we are so tired. Think of your own day that way. All the little emergencies you answered, the problem you solved, the person who needed you, the thing that couldn't wait. You rode out again and again, and you handled it. You are far more capable than you give yourself credit for. But somewhere you forgot the second half of the story. The going home, the setting down, the crossing back over the river to rest. You've been living as though the emergency never ends, as though you have to stay in your armor, always, ready for the next call. You can take the armor off tonight. Tonight, you can be like Cincinnatus. You did your part today. Whatever your Rome was, the work, the people, the tasks, the endless small emergencies, you met it. You did what was needed, and now the day is done. The trapped army is freed, the danger has passed. For tonight, you met your Rome, and Rome held. You can believe that. Whatever wasn't finished can wait for a rested you to ride out again tomorrow. But not tonight. Tonight, the sword goes down, the gates are closed, the watch is kept by someone else. So you can lay the power down now. You can set aside the role of the one who handles everything. You can cross the river, back to your own quiet field, and lay yourself down in it, and rest. You don't have to carry Rome to bed with you. You don't have to stay the dictator through the night. The city will keep. It kept itself for a very long time before you, and it will keep, easily, while you sleep. Feel yourself set it all down. The command, the weight, the being in charge. Let it slip from your hands, the way he let the title slip from his, and feel how light you become, walking back to your own small life, to your own bed, to the simple, honest rest of someone who did their work and knew when it was done. Feel the homecoming in your body, the way a person softens the moment they step through their own door at the end of a long day, that letting out of breath, that loosening of the shoulders. You're home now. You can stop being the one in charge. You can be, again, just a tired person in their own quiet life, the work behind you, the night ahead. The plough can wait in the field till morning. The oxen are unhitched. The day's labor is behind you. Your work is done for tonight. Go home now and rest. There is a kind of tiredness that sleep alone doesn't seem to fix. Maybe you know it. You sleep and you still wake up tired, because it isn't only the mind that's worn out, it's the body. And the body has been holding on for a very long time. Think about how your body moves through a busy day. The shoulders lifted tight, the jaw quietly clenched, the breath high and shallow, never quite reaching the bottom. The whole body subtly braced, ready, always ready for the next thing. Running on coffee and willpower and nerves. It does this all day, and then the next day, and the next, for weeks, for years sometimes. There's a part of you, very old and very deep, whose only job is to keep you safe. It watches for danger. And when life is a constant rush, deadlines, demands, one more thing always coming, it never gets the signal that the danger has passed, so it stays switched on, all day, all night sometimes. It keeps the body ready, tense, alert, braced for a threat that is really just a crowded inbox. It can't tell the difference. It only knows one thing: not safe yet. Keep holding on. And here is the sad part. You stop noticing it. The tension becomes so constant that it just feels like you. You forget that the shoulders were ever down. You forget what it's like to breathe all the way in. The bracing becomes the baseline, and a body that has been holding on that long forgets, slowly, how to let go. And your body has been trying to tell you. The tight neck, the aching back, the bone-deep tiredness that a weekend never quite cures. These aren't failures, they're messages. It's your body, gently at first, and then louder, saying, please, let me rest. You've been pushing through those messages for a long time, because you had to, because life doesn't stop. Tonight, you don't have to push through. Tonight, you can finally listen. So tonight, let's help it remember. Not just sleep. Sleep will come. But first, let's give the body something it may not have had in a long while. Permission to fully stand down, to stop holding, to be, at last, completely off duty. Let's go through it, gently, one part at a time. There's nothing to do but notice and allow. Start at the top. Your forehead, your eyes. They've been working since morning. Scanning, reading, watching screens, staring at the road. So much of the day pours in through the eyes. Let them rest now. Let the forehead go smooth. Let the small muscles around the eyes soften and grow still. There's nothing left to look at tonight. The watching is done. Now the jaw. So many of us hold the whole day here, teeth pressed quietly together. Let it unclench. Let it drop just a little. Let the tongue rest soft in the mouth. When the jaw lets go, something deep in the body understands that the day is finally over. Now the back of your neck. Where the head meets the shoulders, so much gathers there, quietly, over the hours. Let it soften. And then the spine, the long, tired back that held you upright through every part of the day. Let it lengthen and settle and sink into the bed. It doesn't have to hold you up now. Let the bed do that. Let the back finally rest. Come to the shoulders. Feel how they've crept up over the hours toward your ears. They've been carrying so much. Let them fall. Let them drop, heavy, away from your ears, down and back into the bed. That weight they've been holding, it isn't theirs tonight. Let it slide off, into the mattress, into the dark. Let your breath drop lower now. All day it stayed up high, quick and shallow. Let it sink down past the chest, into the belly. Let the belly go soft and round. Let one slow breath reach all the way to the bottom, for the first time in hours. Feel how good that is. That is what a body does when it finally feels safe enough to stop bracing. Give it a few of those breaths now. In, slow, all the way down, and out, long, and letting go. In and out. And with each one, tell that deep, watchful part of you the thing it's been waiting all day to hear. We're safe now. The day is over. You can stand down. In and out. Let the breath carry the message all through the body. It's over. We made it. We can rest. Let the arms grow heavy, all the way down to the hands. Those hands did so much today. Typing, holding, lifting, reaching, doing. Let them uncurl now. Let them fall open and still. Their work is finished. And your legs, your feet, they carried you everywhere, all day, without a word of complaint. They can stop now. Let them grow heavy. Let them sink. There is nowhere left to walk tonight. Feel the whole body now, slowly letting go, growing heavy, growing warm, remembering, part by part, what it feels like to rest. Not braced, not ready, just here, and heavy, and held by the bed. Your body is a bit like a loyal old animal. It has followed you everywhere, carried every load, never once refused. And like any tired creature, it doesn't need to be forced to rest. It only needs to feel safe enough to know it's finally allowed to lie down. You can give it that tonight, just by lying here, just by letting it know, through your slow breath and your stillness, that the day is done and it can sleep. Take a moment to thank it, if you like. This body of yours, it has worked so hard, for so long, and asked for so little. It carried you through every single day of your life. It kept going, even when it was tired, because you needed it to. It never once got to quit. Tonight, let it rest, truly rest. It has earned this more than anything. Feel how much heavier you've become already, just from letting go, as though the body was sinking, slowly, into something soft and deep. That heaviness is not weakness, it's release, it's months, maybe years, of holding, finally beginning to loosen. Let it happen. Let yourself grow heavier and heavier, sinking down past the tiredness, into the deep, still rest that waits underneath it. And you don't have to do a thing now. That's the quiet miracle of it. While you sleep, the body does its own repair. It mends what the day wore down. It refills what got emptied. It knows exactly how. It has always known. And it does the work in the dark, while you rest, asking nothing of you but to lie still and let it. You can trust it completely. Your body has fallen asleep every night of your life, all on its own, without a single instruction from you. It doesn't need your help tonight. It only needs you to get out of the way, to stop managing, to let the oldest, wisest process there is take over and carry you gently down into sleep. There's a particular sweetness in being allowed to be tired, not fighting it, not pushing through it, not apologizing for it. Just letting yourself be as tired as you actually are, deeply, honestly tired, and knowing that isn't a problem to fix, but a signal to obey. Your tiredness has been asking for exactly this, not more effort, just rest. And now, at last, it's getting it. There is nothing to earn here, and nothing to prove. Only a tired body, finally allowed to be tired, in peace. So let it. Let the long holding end. Let the body sink and soften, and be tired in peace, the way it has needed to for so long. The shift is over. The bracing can stop. You are safe and still, and finally allowed to let go, all the way down. Let it rest now. One last story before the night grows deep, the gentlest of the three in its way. Let it settle over you like a blanket. There was a man named Epictetus, and he began his life with nothing at all. He was born a slave. He did not own his time, or his labor, or even his own body. Someone else decided where he went, what he did, when he rested. If he rested, he had, by every outward measure, none of the things we spend our lives chasing. No freedom, no comfort, no say in his own days. Imagine having no rest of your own, no evening that belonged to you, no quiet hour you could call yours. Everything you did, done at someone else's command. For most of us, that's almost unthinkable. It was simply his life, for years. The story that has come down to us says his body was hurt in those years, and that he carried the injury, quietly, for the rest of his life. What the old accounts remember is not the pain of it, it is his calm. Even in the hardest moments, something in him stayed still, unbroken, at peace, in a way that had nothing to do with what was happening to him. And that is the mystery at the heart of his story. Here was a man who owned nothing, and controlled nothing, and suffered much, and yet he found a deep, unshakable peace, the kind of peace that the rich and powerful men around him, with all their comfort, never seemed to find. How does a person with nothing become more at peace than a person with everything? He discovered something quiet and enormous. He found that no matter what they took from him, his time, his labor, his body, his choices, there was one place they could not reach, one room deep inside that no master could enter, his own mind, his own judgments, the way he met what happened to him. That inner room was his, and his alone. No one could command it, no one could take it, and in that room he was free, more free than the men who owned him. They could tell his body where to go, but they could not tell his mind what to feel about it. They could take his day, but not the way he held it. That last freedom, the freedom of your own inner response, cannot be taken from anyone, not from a slave, not from a prisoner, not from you at the end of a long, hard day. It is the deepest thing you own, and it is always, entirely yours. And when his freedom finally came, he didn't rush out to gather wealth or power or comfort. He had already learned that none of those were where peace lived. He lived simply to the end of his days. He owned little, he wanted little, and he was, by every account, deeply content, more content than kings, because he had found the one thing that doesn't depend on anything outside, the quiet of a mind at home with itself. There's a hard, beautiful irony in it. A slave who was free on the inside, and so many of us, free by every law, owning our own homes and our own time, who somehow feel enslaved to the schedule, to the demands, to the endless list. Epictetus would say, gently, that the chains are not always on the outside, and neither is the freedom. You can be bound in a life that looks perfectly free, and you can be free in a single quiet hour, like this one, if you only know where to look for it. So that is where he lived. Not in the harsh world outside, which he could not control, but in the quiet room inside, which no one could touch, and from that room he was at peace, no matter how loud or hard or unfair the world beyond it became. He spent the rest of his life teaching this one thing, that your peace does not live out there in your circumstances. It lives in here, in the one room that is always yours. The world can be in chaos, and that room can still be still. The day can be unfinished, and that room can still be at rest. We forget this room exists. That's the quiet tragedy of a rushed life. The room is always there, but we get so caught up in the storm outside that we forget we can simply step in, out of it. We think we have to fix the storm first, calm every wave, answer every gust of wind, and only then, worn out, might we finally be allowed a moment's peace. But the door to the room was open the whole time. We just kept running past it. Sit with that tonight, because it changes something. You have been waiting, maybe for a long time, for the outside to calm down before you let yourself rest. You tell yourself, when the work eases, then I'll have peace. When things settle, then I'll relax. When it's all finally handled, then you've made your rest a prisoner of your circumstances, and your circumstances never quite cooperate. But Epictetus found the way out, and he's offering it to you. Across 2,000 years, you don't have to wait for the world to quiet down. You have a room like his inside you, a still place the rush can't enter, and you can go there right now, tonight, even with the work unfinished, even with tomorrow uncertain, even with everything still undone. Your peace was never out there, waiting for the right conditions. It was always in here, always yours, always available, the moment you stop looking for it outside. You've been in that room before, you know. Those rare, quiet moments when everything went still inside you, for no clear reason. Watching rain slide down a window, holding a warm cup in both hands, lying in the dark, just like this. That stillness wasn't luck. It wasn't the world finally cooperating. It was you, slipping for a moment into the room that was always there. Tonight, you can stay a while. You don't have to slip back out. So step inside that room now, the quiet one, the one no day can reach, and no demand can follow you into. Out there, the world is still rushing. Let it. It will rush with or without you. But in here, in this quiet room, in this warm dark, in this still hour, none of it can touch you. Here, nothing is required. Here, nothing is chasing you. Here, you are free, the way he was free, in the one place that was always, only yours. You enter it the same way, every time. Not by force, not by trying hard, just by growing still, by letting the breath slow, by turning your attention gently away from the noise out there, and inward, toward the quiet that is already here. That is the whole doorway, just stillness. And you are so close to it now, lying here in the dark, with nothing left to do. And you don't need anyone's permission to go in. You don't have to earn your way. The room asks nothing of you. No achievement, no proof, no finished list. It simply opens, the moment you turn toward it, and lets you rest. It has been waiting for you all day, all your life, really. Patient, quiet, yours. Feel how safe it is, this inner room. You carry it everywhere. You always have. On the hardest days, it was there. You were just too caught in the storm to step inside, but you can step inside now. And you can rest here as long as you like. No one can take this from you. No one ever could. Feel the last of the rush fall away as you settle into that quiet. The shoulders letting go, the breath going slow, the mind growing still and soft and peaceful. Not because the world outside has changed, but because you've come home to the one place it can't reach. You're safe in here. You always were. So let everything else be, for now. The unfinished world, the rushing day, the long tomorrow. Let it all stay outside the door. In here, there is only quiet and warmth and rest, and a tired person finally home. The rush cannot reach you here. The day cannot follow you in. You are in the one room that is yours alone, and it is quiet, and it is safe, and it is enough. You are free now, and you are allowed to rest. The night is deeper now. Somewhere, a single candle is burning low. The flame is small and steady and warm. It doesn't hurry. It just burns softly in the dark. It has nowhere to be. It doesn't try to burn brighter. It doesn't worry that it isn't enough. It gives its small, warm light, and that is plenty. That was always plenty. You can be like that flame now, just here, just glowing, quietly, in the warm dark. You don't have to be more than you are. You don't have to give more than a soft, small light. Just being here, breathing, is enough. The day is behind you now. All of it. The running, the list, the weight you carried. It's behind you now. It happened, and it's over, and it's already growing faint, like a room you've walked out of, and gently closed the door on. You don't have to go back in. The things that felt so urgent today are getting smaller now, softer, further away. That thing you worried about, that task you left undone, that word you wish you'd said, let them blur. Let them soften at the edges. None of it can reach you here. None of it needs you tonight. Let the whole day dissolve, like sugar in warm water, slowly, sweetly, gone. There's nothing more to do tonight, nothing to fix, nothing to finish. You did your part today, and now the day is done. You did enough. You can stop now. Say it softly to yourself, if you like. I did enough. I can rest. It's true. It was always true. Tonight, you can finally let yourself believe it. Feel how quiet it is. The quiet is kind. It isn't empty. It's full of rest. It's the soft, deep quiet that comes when everything that was asking for you has finally gone still. No one is asking for you now. Not the work, not the list, not the 100 small voices of the day. They've all gone quiet. They've laid down too, and in the stillness they leave behind, there is only you, and the warm dark, and the slow, low flame of your own tired breath. Feel that breath, coming and going, all on its own. You don't have to do a thing. It breathes you, in and out, slow, low, warm. Each breath a little heavier, each breath a little deeper, sinking gently with every one. Let your thoughts drift if they come. You don't have to follow them. Let them float by like smoke from the candle, rising, thinning, gone. You don't have to catch a single one. Feel them growing slower now, softer, further apart. The space between them widening. That widening space is sleep, coming closer. You don't have to reach for it. You don't have to try. It comes on its own when you stop holding on. And you can stop holding on now. Just rest. Just sink. You don't have to keep watch tonight. The night will do that. It always has. While you sleep, it holds everything. The house, the hours, the world. So you don't have to hold any of it. You can set it all down. The night has it now. The bed is holding you. The dark is holding you. The night is wide and soft and in no hurry at all. It will hold you as long as you need. Listen, if you like, to how quiet the world has become. The far, soft sounds of the night. A little wind, maybe. The hush of everything at rest. The whole world is going to sleep around you. You can go with it. There is nothing to guard against now, nothing to brace for. The night is safe. You are safe. You can let go of the last of it, the last bit of holding, the last bit of ready. Let it go. You don't need it here. Feel the warmth around you, the soft weight of the blanket, the bed beneath you, holding every part of you. You don't have to hold yourself up anymore. You don't have to hold anything up. It's all being held for you now. Let yourself be held. Let yourself be warm. Let your face soften too. The forehead, the space between your brows, the corners of your mouth. All day it held expressions for other people, for the world. It can let all of that go now. Let it grow soft and smooth and still. No one is watching. There's no one to be for anyone. Just a resting face in the quiet dark. Feel how heavy you're becoming. The good kind of heavy. The kind that comes just before sleep. Your arms heavy. Your legs heavy. Your whole body sinking, softening, warm. Tomorrow is far away right now. It isn't here yet. It doesn't need you yet. There's a whole night between you and it. A long, soft, quiet night, just for resting. You don't have to think about it. Tomorrow will keep. For now, there is only tonight. Only this. Only rest. There's a peace in this room tonight. Can you feel it? It was always there. It was only waiting underneath the noise. Now the noise is gone, and the peace has come out into the open. Soft and simple, filling the quiet. Let it settle over you. Let it hold you, along with the dark. You can be small tonight. Small and safe and tucked into the dark like a child at the end of a long day. Nothing is expected of the small and sleeping. Nothing at all. Just to breathe. Just to rest. Just to drift. All around the world, tired people are drifting off, just like you. The day has let them go, one by one, and it's letting you go too. You're not alone in the dark. You're part of a whole world, laying itself down, breathing slow, sinking towards sleep together. There is nothing you need to understand, nothing to remember. Let these words wash over you, and let them go. They were only ever meant to walk you gently towards sleep, and sleep is close now, very close. Nothing to do, nowhere to be. No one needs you now. Just this, just rest, just the warm dark, and your slow breath, and sleep coming closer with every one. The candle is almost out. Its light is soft and low. The room is dim and warm and still, and you are sinking gently towards sleep, heavier with every breath, further from the day with every breath, closer to rest, down and down, into the warm and quiet dark, softly, slowly, home. There is nothing more. Let it be done. Everything is slowing down now. All day you had to keep pace. There was a speed to the day, and you had to match it. Hurry here, rush there, keep up, don't fall behind. But that speed is gone now. There's no pace to keep tonight, none at all. So you can slow down, all the way down. Slower than the traffic, slower than the clock, slower even than the worry. Feel how good it is to slow down. Nothing is chasing you, nothing is rushing you. You can move as slowly as you like, and slowly tonight is exactly right. For so long, slow felt dangerous. Slow felt like falling behind. Somewhere you learned that you always had to be quick, always productive, always getting somewhere. But that was never the whole truth. Slowness is not failing. Slowness is how rest begins. And tonight, you're allowed to be as slow as a leaf drifting down. The night is slow too. Have you noticed? It doesn't hurry. The dark comes gently. The hours drift, one into the next, in no rush at all. The whole night moves at the pace of rest, and you can move with it. Let your breath slow to match it. There's no need to breathe quickly now. Let each breath grow longer, slower, softer. In, slowly. Out, slowly. There. That's the pace of the night. That's the pace of rest. Imagine honey sliding slowly off a spoon. That slow, that unhurried. That's how the night moves. That's how you can move now. There's no need to be quick about anything, not even breathing, especially not breathing. Just slow, and warm, and easy. There's nothing you have to keep up with now. No one is setting the pace but you. And you can set it as slow as you like, slower than your thoughts, slower than your worries, slow enough that the whole rushing world falls away behind you, and there's only this, the slow breath, the warm dark, the deep, unhurried quiet. Let your thoughts slow too. All day they raced, one after another, faster than you could hold them. But they don't have to race now. Let them slow. Let them spread out. Let the space between them grow wide and quiet and calm. You can think slower than the worry now. And when you're slower than the worry, it can't quite catch you. It falls behind. It fades. All day, your mind chased things, answers, solutions, the next task, the next worry. Chasing, chasing, never quite catching up. But the chase can end now. There's nothing to catch tonight. Let your mind stop running after things and simply rest here, in the slow and quiet dark. It has chased enough today. Let it lie down too. Slower and slower and slower still. There's no hurry. There's nowhere you have to be. There's nothing you have to reach. For the first time in a long while, you have all the time in the world, a whole soft night of it, and nothing to do but rest. There's something almost strange about it, isn't there? To have nowhere to rush, no next thing pulling at you. Just time, soft, open, unhurried time, stretching out ahead of you like a calm, dark sea. You can rest in all that time. You can spread out in it. There is more than enough. There was always more than enough. Feel your body settling into the slowness, the breath lengthening, everything winding down gently, like a music box at the end of its song. Slower and slower it turns. The last few notes far apart now, soft, gentle, winding down towards silence. And the silence, when it comes, won't be empty. It will be peace. It will be sleep. Even your heart is slowing now. Feel it if you can. That steady, patient beat, easing, softening, slowing down. It doesn't have to work so hard now. Nothing is urgent, nothing is racing, so it slows and calms and settles into the slow rhythm of rest. Your eyes are getting slow and heavy now too. If they're still open, let them close. There's nothing left to look at. Let the eyelids grow heavy and slow and soft, sinking closed, the way everything else is sinking. It feels so good to stop looking, to let the eyes rest at last in the dark. And behind them, everything is warm and dim and slow. A soft, dark room with nothing in it but rest. You don't have to do anything to make this happen. You only have to allow it, to stop pushing, to stop hurrying, to let yourself drift down at your own slow pace into the deep and easy rest that's waiting. Let yourself come down as slowly as a feather. No rush, drifting this way, then that, taking all the time it needs. There's no wrong way to fall when you fall this slowly, and no hurry to land. Just the slow, soft drifting down towards sleep. The river of the day is going still, all that rushing water growing calm, smooth, slow, a quiet pool in the dark, barely moving at all, and you are floating on it now, held, unhurried. You don't have to swim, you don't have to steer, you don't have to do anything at all. The water holds you, the slow current carries you. All you have to do is float and breathe and let it take you gently downstream, toward the deep quiet where sleep is waiting. Far above, the stars are moving too, so slowly you can't even see it. All night, they drift across the sky, patient and unhurried, in no rush at all. The whole sky is moving slowly tonight. You're in good company, going this slow. You're moving at the pace of the stars. You spent all day being fast for the world. Tonight, you get to be slow for yourself, as slow as you like, as slow as the night, as slow as sleep. And there is such deep rest in it, in finally being allowed to slow all the way down. Slow and soft and still. Slow and soft and still. Let those words carry you down. There is no hurry now. There is all the time in the world. Just rest. Here is something gentle to know as you settle deeper. You don't have to quiet your mind, not by force, not by trying. Think of a glass of water, stirred up, cloudy, full of swirling silt. If you wanted it clear, you wouldn't reach in and grab at it. That would only stir it more. You would simply set it down and wait and let it be still. And slowly, on its own, the silt would settle. The water would go clear. Not because you cleared it, but because you stopped stirring it and let it rest. You've seen this with a snow globe too. Shake it, and the whole world inside is a blizzard. Try to still it with your hands, and it only swirls more. But set it down, and wait, and the snow drifts down, slowly, softly, until everything is calm and clear again. It settles itself. It always does. All it needs is to be left alone. Your mind is like that tonight. All day it was stirred up, churning, full of swirling thoughts, worries, plans, and that's all right. That's what a day does to a mind. But now, you don't have to fight to clear it. You don't have to grab at the thoughts, or push them away, or force yourself calm. For so long, you've tried to manage your mind, to fix the worries, to think your way to calm. It's exhausting, that fixing, and it rarely works, because the fixing is just more stirring. Tonight, you can stop. You can lay down the whole effort of managing your mind. You don't have to fix it. You only have to leave it alone and let it settle. You just have to stop stirring and let it settle. So let it settle now. Set the mind down gently, like that glass of water, and leave it alone. Don't reach in, don't stir, just let it be still. There's such relief in that, in not having to fight your own mind, in not having to force the quiet. You've been wrestling with your thoughts for so long, grabbing them, pushing them, arguing with them. You can put all of that down now. The wrestling is over. You don't have to win against your own mind tonight. You only have to let it rest, the way you're letting the rest of you rest. And watch what happens, all on its own. The thoughts begin to sink, slowly. The swirling slows, the churning eases, and little by little, without any effort from you, the mind grows clearer, calmer, quieter. Let your breath help it along. Each slow breath, like a hand held still beside the glass, not stirring, not reaching, just quiet, just patience. In, and the silt sinks a little more. Out, and the water clears a little more. You're not doing anything at all. You're just breathing and letting the settling happen. And this isn't about making your mind empty. You don't have to have no thoughts. That's not stillness. That's just more effort. Stillness is letting the thoughts be there and simply not stirring them, letting them drift and settle as they please, while you rest, undisturbed, in the quiet underneath them. The thoughts can come and go. You can stay still. You don't have to do a thing. You only have to let it settle. Let the worries sink like silt to the bottom. They can rest there. They don't have to disappear. They just have to settle and go still, and stop clouding everything. Let the plans sink too, the lists, the half-finished thoughts. Down they go, softly, to the bottom, where they can rest until morning. They're not gone, they're just resting. Everything you were carrying is down there at the bottom now, settled and still, waiting quietly for a rested you to pick it up in the morning, if it even still matters then. So many of the things that churn at night look much smaller by daylight. But that's tomorrow's business. Tonight, they can just lie still at the bottom and let the water above them go clear. And the water of your mind goes clear, still and clear and quiet, like a pond at night when the wind has died down. The surface smooth as glass, not a ripple, just a dark, calm mirror holding the reflection of the stars. Picture that dark, still pond, not a ripple on it, the trees around it, quiet, the night, quiet, and the whole sky, mirrored on its glassy surface. That's your mind now, settling, still enough to hold the stars, that still, that calm, that clear. That stillness was always underneath, under all the churning, all the swirling, all the noise of the day. This quiet was there the whole time, waiting. You didn't have to build it. You only had to stop stirring and let it rise. Feel it now, that settled quiet, spreading through you, through your mind, through your body. Everything going still, the way water goes still, when it's finally left alone. And as it settles, you settle. The stiller your mind grows, the deeper you sink. Down, past the last of the churning. Down, into the calm water underneath, where it's quiet, where it's dark, and soft, and still, where sleep is waiting, patient, at the very bottom of the calm. There's nothing to stir up now, nothing to churn, no problem to turn over and over. You can let it all lie quiet at the bottom and rest in the clear, still water above it. And if a thought drifts up, that's all right. Don't grab it, don't chase it. Just let it rise and drift and settle back down again on its own. You don't have to do anything about it. Stirring is optional now, and tonight you're choosing not to stir. Each time a thought rises, it settles a little faster. Each time the water goes a little clearer, and each time you sink a little deeper toward sleep, settling and clearing and going quiet. There's nothing you have to do. The stillness knows the way. You only have to stop stirring and let it come. Just stillness, just settling, just the quiet that was always there, rising up to hold you. Let it settle, let it clear, let it go still. There's a thing your tired body has been waiting all day to hear. Let it land softly. Nothing is coming. No call, no knock, no message you have to answer. No emergency waiting just around the corner. For these hours, in this dark, nothing is coming for you, and you can finally stop waiting for it. Look how quiet the night is. The phone has gone dark. The messages have stopped. The demands of the day have all fallen silent. Nothing is lighting up. Nothing is buzzing. Nothing is calling your name. Just stillness. Just the soft dark. Just a night with nothing in it but rest. Because that's what a tired body does, without you even knowing. It waits. It listens. It stays a little bit ready, all the time, braced for the next thing, the next demand, the next call for help. Even when nothing is wrong, it keeps one ear open, one muscle tensed, just in case. It learned to do this over a long time. In a life that kept asking and asking, the body decided it could never fully relax, because something always seemed to need you. So it stayed half awake, even in sleep, half ready, even at rest. It was trying to protect you. It still is. But tonight, it can learn something new, that it's allowed to rest all the way, that nothing bad happens when it does, that it is finally, truly safe to let go. You can let that go now. There is no next thing tonight. The day made its demands, and the day is over. Whatever it wanted from you, it already took. It's finished now, and nothing new is coming to take its place until morning. So you can stop listening for it. You can stop being ready. You can let that quiet, tireless watchfulness finally rest. Picture a tired sentry who has stood at the gate all day and all night, longer than he can remember, watching the dark, never resting, always ready. And now, at last, someone comes to relieve him. Someone says, "You can go now. I've got it. Rest." And he sets down his heavy watch and feels how tired he truly is, and finally, gratefully, lies down. That sentry is the part of you that never stops guarding. Tonight, the night comes to relieve it. You can go now. Rest. The night has it from here. Feel it, if you can. That part of you that's always a little bit on guard. It's in the shoulders, in the belly, in the shallow, ready breath. It's been standing watch for you all day, for years maybe. It never quite trusts that it's safe to fully rest. Tell it, gently, it's safe now. Nothing is coming. You can stand down. Let the shoulders hear it and drop. Let the belly hear it and soften. Let the breath hear it and go deep and slow. It's safe now. Nothing is coming. You can stand down. With each time you say it, a little more of the guard comes down. A little more of the readiness melts. You don't have to hold the watch anymore. You don't have to be prepared. There is nothing to be prepared for. Just let the long vigilance end. The door is closed. The day is out. In here, it's just you, and the warm dark, and the deep quiet of a night where nothing is required and nothing is wrong. You are safe. Nothing can reach you in here. The worries of the day are on the other side of the door, and they can't follow you in. Tomorrow's tasks are out there too, waiting for the light, and they can't touch you tonight. In here, there is only quiet, only warmth, only rest. You've stepped out of the reach of everything, into a small safe room in the middle of the night. Say it to yourself if it helps. I am safe. Nothing is coming. I can rest now. Let those words go all the way down, past the thinking mind, into the old, watchful body. It's the part that needs to hear them most. I am safe. Nothing is coming. It can stop working so hard to protect you. It can finally rest. And it's true. Right now, in this moment, there is nothing you need to protect against, nothing you need to brace for, nothing about to go wrong. There is only a soft bed, a dark room, and a tired body finally allowed to stop keeping watch. The world will wake you if it truly needs you. It always does. So you don't have to keep watch over it tonight. You can hand the watch to the night and trust it to hold everything, and let yourself go all the way off duty, all the way into rest. The night is a safe place. It has held every sleeper who ever lived. Every tired soul through all of history has laid down in the dark and trusted it to keep them until morning. And it did. It always did. You can trust it too. Let the night be the strong, safe walls around you. Let it stand guard so you don't have to. You're inside now. You're held. You're safe. Feel how deep the safety goes once you let it in. How the last of the tension leaves when the body finally believes it. Not braced, not ready, not listening for the next thing. Just here, and safe, and soft, and still. It might take a moment for the body to believe it. It's been on guard so long. So say it again, as many times as you need. It's safe now. Nothing is coming, and feel, each time, a little more of the holding let go. The jaw, the hands, the belly, the long muscles of the back, all of it, slowly trusting, slowly softening, slowly believing, it's over, we're safe, we can rest. There's such deep rest waiting on the far side of that vigilance, a rest you may not have touched in a long time, the rest of a body that finally, completely feels safe. Let yourself sink into it now. You've more than earned it, and nothing is coming to take it away. There's nothing to guard tonight, nothing to fear, nothing coming through the dark toward you but sleep, soft and warm and kind. Let it come. Let yourself be unguarded. Let yourself be safe. You are safe now, and you can finally let go. Let go now. This is enough. This moment, this breath, this warm, dark, quiet place. Nothing more is needed. Nothing more is asked. Just this. You don't have to be anywhere else. You don't have to be anyone else. You don't have to do one more thing. You are here, in the dark, breathing softly. And that is enough. That is the whole of it. You don't have to hold on to any of this. Not the words, not the ideas. Let them wash through you and float away. They were only ever here to bring you to this quiet, and now you're here. So you can let even them go. There's nothing to do now. Truly nothing. This is the one place in your whole life where doing nothing is exactly right, where resting is the only task, and you're doing it perfectly, just by lying here and breathing and letting go. Just this. Feel the warmth of the bed. Feel the weight of your body held. Feel the slow, quiet breath coming and going, all on its own. That's all there is right now, and it's enough. It's more than enough. Just breathing is enough tonight. In and out. You don't have to do it well. You don't have to do it deeply. You only have to let it happen, soft and slow, on its own. Each breath, a small kindness. Each breath, enough. There is nowhere further to get to. You've arrived. This, the warm bed, the dark room, the slow breath, this is the place you were so tired for. You're here now. You can stop traveling toward rest. You can simply rest. There's nothing to reach for, nothing to become, nothing to fix or finish or solve. Just a tired person, resting in the dark, at the end of a long day. That is a complete and perfect thing to be, tonight. Everything you needed to hear tonight, you can let settle into one quiet feeling now. You don't have to finish. You're not behind. You did enough. You are enough. Let it all soften into a single warmth, spreading slowly through you in the dark. You can stop carrying it as thoughts. Just keep the warmth. Let the rest go. You have done enough. You did the day, all of it. And now the day is done, and you are here, and there is nothing left that you must do. You can lay it all down. You already have. Feel how empty your hands are now, how open, how light. You set it all down, one piece at a time, all through this night, and now there's nothing to hold, like a child who falls asleep mid-play, the hand going soft, the toy slipping gently to the floor. That's you now, the day slipping softly from your open hand. You don't even have to let it go on purpose. It's leaving on its own, the way things do, when you finally rest. You are enough. Not because of anything you did, not because of anything you finished, just because you are here, breathing, alive and tired and worthy of rest. You are always enough. Tonight, you can let that be true and rest inside it, like a warm room you can curl up in and stay as long as you like. Just this, the breath going slow, the body going heavy, the mind going quiet, everything settling, softening, sinking towards sleep, and nothing is required of you, nothing at all, nothing to think, nothing to try, nothing to be, just a slow breath in the dark, and a tired body sinking, and the quiet growing deeper all around you. This is the bottom of the night, the still, soft place, and you're almost there now, almost all the way down. Down here, everything is simple. No day, no tomorrow, no list, no self to keep up, just warmth, just breath, just the soft, dark quiet, holding you the way water holds a leaf. You weigh nothing here. The bed holds all of you. The dark holds all of you. You could let go completely and nothing would fall. You are carried now, fully carried. You can stop holding yourself up in every way there is, and all of you can rest now. The body that carried the day, the mind that solved and worried, the heart that felt so much, every part of you did its work, and every part of you can lay it down now, together, and rest, all of you, all the way, at last. Let the last of the day slip away. Let the last thought go soft. Let yourself sink, gently, into the warm dark, where there is nothing to do but be, and breathe, and rest. No effort, no trying, just being, just this warm, quiet, ordinary miracle of lying in the dark at the end of a long day, safe and held and finally still. This is enough. You are enough. You have done enough. There is nothing more than this, and this is plenty. This is peace. This is rest. You don't have to reach for the peace. You're already inside it. It's here, in this breath, in this quiet, in this soft dark room. It was here all along, waiting under the noise, and now the noise is gone, and there's only this. Let it hold you. Let it be the last thing you feel as you drift off. Not the day, not the worry, just this quiet enoughness, wrapping around you like a warm blanket, carrying you down into sleep. Just this breath, just this warmth, just this quiet. Softer now, and softer still. Almost asleep now, almost all the way home. There's nothing left to do but slip the rest of the way under, into the warm and quiet and dark. Just this breath, and then the next, and then the soft, slow drift down into sleep. You are here. You are safe. You are enough. Let yourself sleep now. You don't have to listen anymore. That's all right now. You've heard all you need to. The words can keep going, soft and low, but you don't have to follow them. Let them blur, let them turn into sound. Just a warm, quiet voice in the dark, like a lullaby you don't need to understand. Think of it like a hand resting gently on your back as you fall asleep. You don't have to do anything with it. You don't have to listen. It's just there, so you know you're not alone in the dark. That's all the voice is now. A little company. Let it stay, and let yourself drift. There's nowhere you have to be in your own mind anymore. No thought you have to think through, no problem to hold. Let your attention go loose and soft, like a hand uncurling. Let it wander off toward dreams. You can drift off any time now. There's nothing left to wait for, nothing you'll miss. If sleep comes for you in the middle of a sentence, good, let it. That's exactly what this was for. And you don't have to remember any of it. Not one word. In the morning, it can all be gone, and that will be fine. The words were never the point. The rest was the point. The sleep was the point. That you'll keep, even if you forget everything else. So let go a little more. Let the voice grow distant. Let it drift to the edge of the room. Let it become part of the quiet. Listen. Under the voice, there's the soft sound of water, a slow river somewhere in the dark, and the wind moving gently through the night. Let those sounds come forward now. Let them wrap around you. Let them carry you, the way a current carries a leaf, slowly, gently, downstream, towards sleep. The whole world is quiet now. The lights are going out, one by one, all across the dark. Everyone is laying down their day. You're just one more soul, drifting off, held by the same soft night that holds them all. You can let go with all of them. Sleep is a tide that comes for everyone, and it's coming for you now. You don't have to swim out to meet it. Just float and wait and let it rise around you and lift you off and carry you gently away. You're so close now, close to sleep, close to the deep, warm dark. You can feel it, can't you? That heaviness, that softness, that gentle pull, down and down, toward rest. You don't have to do anything to sink. Sinking is just what happens when you stop holding yourself up. And you can stop now, let the last of the holding go. And down you'll go, softly, all on your own. Don't fight it, don't hold on. There's nothing to hold on for. Just let yourself go under, the way you slip into warm water, slowly, softly, all the way. Warm water closing over you, gentle and dark and kind. You're not afraid of it. You've been longing for it. That soft, deep place where the tiredness finally ends. Let it close over you now. No fear now, no effort, just warm and dark and down. Down past the last of the thinking, down into the quiet that has no words in it at all. That deep place where there's nothing left but rest. Deeper now, and warmer, and softer. Each breath taking you further down, each breath a little more asleep. You don't have to count them. You don't have to notice them. Just let them carry you, one after another, down into the dark. The day is far behind you now. Tomorrow is far ahead. And here, in between, there is only this. The warm dark, the slow breath, the quiet voice growing fainter, and sleep rising up to meet you. You don't have to reach for it. It's coming to you. It always does, in the end, when you stop chasing it. Feel it drawing near, softening the edges of your thoughts, blurring the room, making everything warm and heavy and vague. There's nothing left to do now but let go. You've done everything else. You did the whole long day. You listened to the whole long night. And now there's just this one last, easy thing. To let go and slip under and sleep. The easiest thing in the world. Just letting go. You did enough today. You can rest now. Let the words fade. Let the room fade. Let everything grow soft and dim and far away. Softer and dimmer and further away. Almost gone now. Almost under. Almost asleep. Almost home. So close now that a single breath could take you there. You don't have to stay awake for any of it. You don't have to stay for the end. You can go now, softly, whenever you're ready. Just drift. There may still be pictures from the day, little scenes playing softly behind your eyes, a face, a moment, something someone said, something you did or didn't do. The mind likes to play them back at night, one after another. It's not trying to torment you. It's just doing its old job, sorting the day, checking it over, looking for anything unfinished, anything to fix. But there's nothing to fix tonight. The day is done, so the mind can stop sorting now. It can set the pictures down and rest, just like the rest of you. You can let them fade. You don't have to watch them. You don't have to finish them. You don't have to figure out what they meant. They're just the day, still echoing. The way a room stays bright for a moment after the light goes out. That's all they are. An afterglow. The last light of a day that's already gone. It fades on its own. You only have to let it. Let them dim, one by one, softly, like photographs left in the sun, slowly going pale, the faces softening, the words growing faint, the scenes losing their color and their edges and their pull, like an old film flickering out, the reel running down, the picture growing dim and grainy and slow, until it's just soft light on an empty wall, and then not even that, just the quiet dark of a room after the show is over, and everyone has gone home to sleep. None of it needs you now. Whatever happened today, it's over. It doesn't live here, in the dark, in the quiet. It only lives in the pictures, and the pictures are fading. Let them. If a hard one comes, let it soften too. You don't have to push it away. You don't have to hold it close. Just let it grow dim, like all the rest, and drift off into the dark. They lose their grip here, the hard ones. They always look smaller in the dark, softer, further away, and in the morning, smaller still. But you don't even have to wait for morning. You can let this one soften right now. It's just a picture, and the picture is fading. Some of these, you've watched 100 times, the same worry, looping, the same regret, playing over and over. You can stop the loop tonight. You don't have to watch it again. Let it play out one last time, softer than ever, and then let the screen go dark. You've seen enough. You can rest your eyes now, and your mind, and let it all go quiet. The mind is turning down its lights, room by room, going quiet, going dim. The worry about tomorrow, dim it. The conversation you keep replaying, let it go soft. The thing you meant to do, set it down, one light at a time. The whole house of your mind going dark and still and ready for sleep. So let them go. Let the last faces fade. Let the last words go quiet. And let even the good pictures go soft too. You don't have to hold on to anything tonight. Not the hard, not the sweet. It will all still be yours in the morning. For now, let it all dissolve into soft grey, and then into warm dark, and then into nothing at all. Let your breath help them fade. Each slow breath out, a little more of the day gone. Breathe out the faces, breathe out the words, breathe out the whole long day softly into the dark, until there's nothing left to breathe out and nothing left to see. Behind your eyes, it's darker now, softer, emptier, a calm, dark screen with nothing playing on it, nothing to watch, nothing to follow, just quiet and dark and rest. And if new pictures come, soft, strange, drifting ones, that's all right. Those aren't the day. Those are dreams beginning. Let them come. Let them take you. That's the mind sailing off into sleep, making its own quiet stories now, with no help from you at all. There are no pictures of tomorrow yet, nothing to see there. It hasn't happened. It's just soft, empty dark, waiting quietly beyond the night. You don't have to look ahead. You don't have to look back. There's nothing to look at all. Just the dark and the quiet and rest. And in that dark, sleep is waiting, already close, already rising, already reaching for you, softly, through the fading light. You don't have to keep your eyes open, not even behind your eyes. Let the last of the looking stop. Let the watcher rest too. There's nothing left to keep an eye on. It's all been set down and dimmed and let go. Dimmer now, and quieter, and darker. There's nothing left to see tonight. Let the last picture fade and drift off now. Feel your breath now, not to change it, just to feel it. In and out, in and out. There's a rhythm to it, soft, steady, like something gently rocking. Let it rock you now. Each breath in, a small rise. Each breath out, a small fall. Up and down, in and out, slow and soft and even, the oldest rhythm there is, the rhythm that rocks every tired thing to sleep. It's the rhythm of the sea, breathing on the sand, the rhythm of a branch, swaying in the wind, the rhythm of everything that has ever rocked itself, or been rocked, to sleep. And now it's rocking you. Every creature that ever slept was rocked, some way, into it. Rocked by a heartbeat, rocked by the tide, rocked by the slow turn of the dark toward morning. You're part of that tonight, rocked by your own quiet breath, into the same sleep that takes the whole tired world. Let it carry you, the way a cradle carries a child, or like a hammock strung between two trees on a warm and drowsy afternoon. That slow, easy sway, side to side, nothing to do but lie in it and feel the gentle motion and let your eyes grow heavy. That's the breath, that's the night, swaying you softly towards sleep. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to make the breath happen. It rocks on its own all night, whether you watch it or not, rising, falling, carrying you a little deeper with every gentle sway. You don't even have to keep the rhythm. You don't have to count it or hold it. It holds itself. It holds you. All you have to do is lie here and be rocked, and let each slow wave take you further down, like a small boat on quiet water. The water barely moves, just a soft, slow lift and settle, lift and settle. And you, lying in the boat, rocked by the smallest waves, drifting further from the shore with every one. The day is back there, on the shore, growing small, and you are out on the calm, dark water now, rocking, drifting, letting the gentle motion carry you away. Hear the water, if you like, the soft lap against the boat, a small, slow sound, over and over, in the dark. It asks nothing of you, it only rocks, and laps, and rocks, the sound of the whole world, settling in for the night. There's no hurry in that sound, no urgency in any of it, just the patient, endless rocking of a world that knows how to rest. Let it teach you tonight, let it rock the last of the hurry out of you, and rock the deep rest in, sway by sway, breath by breath, down and down and down, in and out, rising and falling, rocking you softly down towards sleep. Feel it in your whole body now, not just the breath, the whole of you, swaying ever so slightly with each rise and fall, loose, soft, rocking like seaweed in a slow current, like a boat at its mooring, like a tired child in gentle arms, going soft with sleep. There's nothing to hold on to. The rocking holds you. There's nowhere to go. The rocking takes you. Just let it. Just sway gently on the breath, the way you swayed to sleep 1,000 times before you can even remember. Someone rocked you to sleep once, long ago, before words, before worries. You knew then how to let go completely, held in a gentle rhythm, carried down into sleep without a single thought. There's a deep safety in it, that old rhythm. Some part of you knows, when I'm rocked like this, I'm held, I'm safe, I can let go. Let that old knowing come back now. Let the rocking tell your whole body the truth of it. You're held, you're safe, you can let go. So let it rock you. Let the breath be the arms that hold you. Let it sway you, slow and soft, down past the day, down past the thinking, down into the warm dark where sleep is waiting. The rocking is slowing now, softer, smaller, the way a swing slows at the end to the gentlest sway, the way waves grow calm as the wind dies down, slower, softer, barely moving at all now, just the faintest rise and fall, carrying you the last little way, in and out, rise and fall, slower now, and softer, and smaller, almost still, almost asleep. There's nothing left to do but be rocked, nothing left to do but sway, and breathe, and sink. Let it carry you off now, past the last of your thoughts, past the last of the day, out onto the deep, calm, dark water of sleep, where there's nothing but the slow rise and fall, and the warm dark, and rest. Let the breath rock you the rest of the way, all the way down, into sleep. Something gentle happens just before sleep. The edges start to soften. You know the feeling, even if you've never named it. That moment when you can't quite tell anymore where your body ends and the bed begins, when the boundaries blur, when everything goes warm and heavy and vague. It's the body's way of letting you know it's safe to sleep. The tight grip loosening, the held shape coming undone. It's nothing to worry about. It's something to welcome. It means the letting go has begun. Let that happen now. Feel your body growing heavy, so heavy it's hard to tell where it stops. Your arms sinking into the bed until you can't quite feel the line between them and the warmth beneath them. Your legs dissolving into the softness, your whole body slowly melting at the edges into the warm dark. Let your face soften and blur too, the jaw coming loose, the cheeks going heavy, the forehead smoothing, all the little muscles that held your expressions all day, letting go, melting, until your face is just a soft, warm weight on the pillow, with nothing to hold and no one to be. There's nothing to hold together anymore. All day you held your shape, held yourself up, held yourself together. You held it together so well, you always do. But no one has to hold together in their sleep. That's the one place you're allowed to come apart, gently, and just be a warm, heavy, resting thing. So come apart now, softly, safely. Let the holding end. Warmth is spreading through you, slow and heavy and golden, starting somewhere deep and moving outward, down your arms, down your legs, into your hands, your feet, the very tips of you, a warm, heavy tide rising through your body, softening everything it touches. It's like sinking into a warm bath, like lying in a patch of afternoon sun, that heavy, golden, melting warmth soaking all the way through you, loosening every last knot until there's nothing tense left anywhere. Just warm, just heavy, just soft. And where it rises, the edges disappear. You're becoming part of the warmth now, part of the bed, part of the soft dark. Not a separate, tired thing anymore, holding itself apart, just a warm, heavy softness, melting quietly into the night. There's such deep rest in it, in not being a separate thing anymore. In letting the lonely, effortful work of being yourself dissolve, just for a while, into something larger and softer and warm. You don't have to be anyone tonight. You can just be part of the warm dark, resting. The heavier you get, the safer you are. Heaviness like this only comes when the body finally trusts that it can rest. So let yourself be heavy as you like. It's the weight of deep trust. The weight of a body that knows, at last, that it's safe to let go. Let it pull you down, that trusting weight, deeper into the bed, deeper into the warm. There's no bottom to reach, and no hurry to reach it. Just down, and softer all the way. It feels so good to let go of your edges, to stop holding your shape, to stop being a thing that has to be held together, to just soften and spread and dissolve, like warm honey, like melting snow, into the deep and gentle dark. Feel yourself sinking down through the softness, down through the bed, down through the dark, as if the mattress were slowly giving way beneath you, and you were sinking, warm and heavy, into something deeper and softer still, down, into the warm dark where sleep is. Heavier now, and warmer, and softer, the boundaries fading, the body blurring, the last of the holding melting away. Even your breath is softening now, slower, quieter, barely stirring the air, as if you were breathing the dark itself, gently, in and out, until you can hardly tell your breath from the night around you, all of it blurring together, all of it going soft. You don't have to keep yourself together tonight. The dark will hold your shape for you. Just let go. Let the edges soften all the way. Let yourself melt into the warmth and the weight and the deep, dark quiet. There's almost nothing left to feel now. Just warmth, just weight, just the soft, blurred edges of a body sinking into sleep. Softer and heavier and warmer, blurring and melting and gone. There are no edges now, no shape to hold, no self to keep together, only warmth, only weight, only the deep, dark, gentle quiet, holding all of you as you dissolve, softly, into sleep. Let yourself go. The dark is kind tonight, not empty, not lonely, not something to get through until morning. The dark is soft and warm and full, like a deep, gentle blanket drawn up over the whole world. Let it hold you. Feel how it wraps around you, soft on your skin, soft on your eyes, soft everywhere, like velvet, like warm water, like the inside of a folded wing. The dark isn't taking anything from you. It's giving you rest. This is the dark that seeds rest in, down in the soil before they grow. The dark that animals curl into, warm in their burrows. The dark where every tired thing goes to be still and safe and restored. It's a healing kind of dark, and tonight it's yours. In the daylight, so much is asked of you. The light means work, eyes on you, tasks in front of you, a world that wants things. But the dark asks nothing. The dark is the world, finally letting you be. It's your permission to stop, your invitation to rest. Let it in. There's nothing hiding in it, nothing to watch for, nothing to fear. It's just the quiet, kind dark come to tuck you in, the way it has tucked in every sleeping thing since the beginning of the world. Maybe, once, the dark seemed frightening. Many of us learned to fear it as children, but that was never the truth of it. The dark was always the thing that came, each night, to let you rest. It never wanted to harm you. It only ever wanted to hold you, and quiet the world, and give you back to sleep. It's the gentlest thing there is. Let it be gentle with you now. Sink into it now. Let yourself settle back into the softness of the dark, the way you'd settle into the softest pillow. It holds your weight. It holds your tiredness. It holds all of you, gently, and asks for nothing back. Think how rare that is. Something that only gives and never takes, that holds you without needing anything at all. That's the dark tonight. Pure shelter, pure rest, a soft, safe place with no demands in it. You can let all your guard down here. There's nothing to guard against in the kindness of the dark. The dark has been waiting for you all day. While you rushed and worked and carried your load, it was here, patient, quiet, holding this soft place open for you. A room with no edges, a warmth with no end, just for you, just for now, just for rest. It doesn't mind that you took all day to come. It never does. It only waited, the way it always waits, ready to receive you the moment you finally lay down. And now you have, and it has you. Feel it against your closed eyes, that soft, deep velvet dark. There's such rest in it, such quiet. It doesn't want anything from you. It doesn't need you to do or be or fix, or finish. It only wants to hold you while you sleep. Breathe it in, softly, the cool, quiet dark. Let it fill you, along with the warmth. Each breath, a little more of the kind dark, moving through you, settling you, carrying you down. You're breathing the night now, and the night is breathing you to sleep. Let the dark be your friend tonight. It's an old friend. It has held you every night of your life. Every rest you've ever had began right here, in the kind dark. It has never once let you fall, and it won't tonight. You can trust it completely. You can let go completely, into its soft, safe keeping. Deeper into the dark now, softer, warmer. Let it close gently around you, like a blanket pulled up to your chin, like arms folding you in, like the whole quiet night, gathering you close and keeping you safe until morning. All across the earth, the dark is doing this, tucking in the tired, holding the sleeping, keeping watch over every resting thing, everywhere, all at once. And it's here with you too, in this room, holding you just as gently as it holds them all. You're part of the great, dark, sleeping world tonight, held with everyone in the same kind dark. There's nothing out there in the dark but rest. Nothing coming, nothing waiting, nothing but the soft, deep, kind dark, and sleep somewhere in the middle of it, warm and waiting, ready to take you the moment you let go. There's nowhere safer to let go than here, nowhere softer to fall. The dark will catch you, it always has. Every time you've ever fallen asleep, you fell into this, and it held you, and gave you back to the morning, rested. It will do the same tonight. Just fall. It's already there to catch you. So let go. Let the kind dark hold you. Let it wrap you and warm you and carry you down into the deep, safe quiet. Let yourself sink into it and sleep now. You don't have to try to fall asleep. That's the secret of it. Sleep isn't something you do. It's something that happens when you finally stop doing. No one ever forced themselves asleep. You can't grip your way into rest. It's like trying to grab water. The tighter you hold, the more it escapes. Sleep only comes to open hands, to a loose grip, to someone who has finally, completely stopped trying to make it happen. So you can stop trying now. You've been trying so hard for so long, trying to keep up, trying to get it right, trying to do enough, be enough, finish everything. Even now, maybe, a little part of you is still trying to relax, trying to sleep, trying to do this rest correctly. Maybe you've even worried, some nights, that you're not relaxing well enough, that you're doing it wrong, that everyone else drifts off easily, and you're somehow failing at the one thing that's supposed to be effortless. Let that go too. There's no failing here. There's no test. There's nothing to get right. You can let even that go. There's no right way to do this. There's no effort that makes sleep come faster. In fact, it's the opposite. The more you reach for sleep, the more it slips away. And the moment you stop reaching, the moment you simply let go, it comes on its own and takes you. So the kindest thing you can do right now is nothing. Truly nothing. Stop helping. Stop steering. Stop trying to arrive. You're already where you need to be. All that's left is to stop trying to get there and let yourself already be here. So don't try, just stop. Stop reaching. Stop working at it. Let your whole self go slack and soft and idle, like a boat let loose from its rope, drifting wherever the quiet water takes it. Feel the effort leaving your body. That last little bit of trying, held somewhere in the muscles, let it drain away. You don't have to hold your face a certain way. You don't have to arrange your breath. You don't have to do relaxation. You only have to stop. And in the stopping, The rest happens by itself. You don't have to make anything happen. You don't have to do sleep. You couldn't, even if you wanted to. It isn't a task. It isn't the last item on the list. It's what's left when you finally set the list down. All of it, even this. Rest was never one more thing to achieve. It's the absence of achieving. It's what's underneath when all the doing finally stops. And it's been there all along, waiting, under everything. This deep, easy rest that asks nothing of you but to quit trying and fall into it. So set it down, even the trying, even the wanting, even the last small effort of the day, which was the effort to rest. Let it all go quiet. There's nothing to do now, nothing to try, nothing to get right. Just a tired body in the warm dark, doing the one thing that needs no effort at all, letting go. Feel how much lighter it is to stop trying. All day, everything took effort, but this takes none. This is the one place where doing nothing is the whole of it, where the less you do, the deeper you go. There's nothing to be good at here, nothing to succeed at. You can be the laziest you have ever been, and it would be perfect. You can do absolutely nothing, and that would be doing it exactly right. What a relief that is. The only thing tonight asks of you is to stop doing anything at all. And if sleep doesn't come right away, that's all right too. You don't have to make it hurry. Lying here, quietly, not trying, is its own kind of rest. Sleep will come when it comes. Your only job is to lie here, easy and unbothered, and let it find you in its own time. There's no clock here, there's no rush, just rest, with sleep or without it, for as long as the night lasts. So do less, and less, and less, until there's nothing left but breathing, and then not even that, just the breath, breathing itself, while you drift. Nothing to do, nothing to try, nothing to be. Just a tired body, letting go, at the soft end of a long day. You're almost there now, not because you tried, because you stopped. There's nothing left to do, not even this. Just stop now. There's almost nothing left now, almost no thoughts, almost no weight, almost no edges. Just a soft, warm quiet, and you, somewhere in the middle of it, barely here at all. You've come such a long way down tonight, from the running and the noise and the weight of the whole day, all the way down to this soft, still, almost nothing. This is the deep floor of the night. There's nowhere further to go, only sleep, one small step below. And you don't have to climb back up. Not tonight. There's nothing up there that can't wait for morning. Down here is where you belong right now, in the soft dark, at the bottom of the night, where the only thing left to do is sleep. That's how close you are. The day is gone. The worries are gone. The trying is gone. One by one, all through this night, they slipped away, and now there's almost nothing left to hold you here, on this side of sleep. Everything that held you up all day has quietly let go. Nothing is propping you up anymore. Nothing is keeping you awake. Just the last, thinning thread of the day, and even it is coming loose. Just a little more. Let the last of it go, the last thought, drifting off, unfinished. And that's all right. You don't have to finish it. You don't have to see it through. Half thoughts are fine now. Let them trail off into nothing. That trailing off is sleep, beginning. Almost nothing now. Feel how quiet it's become. Inside and outside. The mind nearly still. The body nearly gone. The breath so soft and slow you can barely feel it. Everything hushed, everything faded, everything nearly asleep. You're right at the edge now. That soft, blurry border between waking and dreaming, where the two begin to mix, where a thought turns into a dream without your noticing. You can cross it any moment now. You don't even have to step, just lean and let yourself tip gently over into sleep. You don't have to hold on to being awake. That's the last thing to let go of. The staying up, the being here. Let your grip on the waking world go loose, and you won't even notice the moment it happens. No one ever does. One breath, you're here. The next, you're gone. Off into sleep, with no goodbye, no crossing you could ever point to. That's exactly how it should be. You don't have to watch for it. You don't have to catch it. Just let it take you, whenever it's ready. There's nothing frightening about it. Letting go of the day, letting go of the waking. It's the most natural thing in the world. You've done it every night of your life. It's like coming home. Like setting down something you've carried too far. Like finally getting to rest. So don't hold on. There's no reason to. Everything you need will still be here in the morning, and you'll meet it new. There's nothing to keep you here. The people you love are safe. The doors are locked. The day is done and behind you. There is truly nothing left that needs you awake for one more minute, so you can go all the way now. So little left now, so little holding you. Just the faintest sense of being here at all. And even that is fading, growing soft, growing dim, slipping away like everything else into the warm and quiet dark. Softer and fainter and further away, that last little light of being awake, flickering low, like a candle almost out, almost gone now, almost asleep. Let the last of it dissolve, the last thought, the last weight, the last small flicker of being awake. Let it all go soft and dim and gone. Let this breath be the one that takes you, or the next, or the one after that. It doesn't matter which. Somewhere in these last few soft breaths, sleep will slip in and carry you off, and you'll be gone, safe and warm, and finally, deeply asleep. There's nothing left to do, nothing left to hold, nothing left but the warm dark, and sleep, and you, slipping quietly into it. Slip under now. And in a while, morning will come. Not now, not for a long, long time, but it will come, softly, the way it always does. The dark will thin, a little light will touch the edge of the sky, and a new day will begin, gently, without any effort from you at all. You don't have to make the morning happen any more than you have to make the sun rise. It comes on its own. It always has, every day of your life, whether you worried about it or not, so you can let it come on its own tomorrow too. It doesn't need your help tonight. You don't have to think about it now. It's far away. Hours and hours of soft dark lie between you and the morning. A whole long night of rest, just for you. There's no hurry to reach the other side. The morning will wait. It always waits. And when it comes, it won't come rushing. Morning doesn't arrive all at once, shouting. It seeps in, slowly. A softening of the dark, a first bird, somewhere. A pale light, growing by degrees. Even the day begins gently, when you let it. There's nothing in it to brace for, but it's a comfort to know it's coming. Because the you who meets it will be rested, softer, lighter. Not the tired one who lay down tonight, worn thin by the long day, but a gentler one, made new by sleep, ready to begin again. Imagine that, waking not from exhaustion into more exhaustion, but from deep rest into a softer day. That's what a real night's sleep can give you. Not a miracle, just a little more room, a little more ease, a self that's had time to gather itself back together. You've been running on empty so long, you may have half forgotten what rested even feels like. The night is going to remind you. This is how a worn-out person slowly comes back to themselves, one good night's sleep at a time, and it starts now, with this one. That's what the night is for. While you sleep quietly, something in you is being mended. The tiredness is lifting, hour by hour. The weight is easing. The frayed edges are being woven back together, softly, in the dark, without you having to do a thing. You don't have to understand how. You don't have to help. It happens the way healing always happens, quietly, on its own, in the dark, while you rest. Your only part is to sleep and let it, and you're already doing that, beautifully. So there's nothing to fear in the morning. It isn't the return of the burden. It's the gift of a fresh start, a clean, quiet page, and whatever it holds, you'll meet it rested, which changes everything. So you can let go of tomorrow completely, tonight. You don't have to solve it in advance. You don't have to worry it into shape, whatever it brings. A rested you will be there to meet it, and a rested you can handle so much more gently than the worn-out one lying here now. But that's all far away. For now, there is only the night, only the warm dark, only the deep, soft rest stretching out ahead of you, hour after gentle hour. You don't have to reach for the morning. It will come to you on its own when it's time. Let the whole long night be yours. Let there be nothing ahead but rest, and more rest, and the slow, kind hours of the dark. The morning will keep. It's in no hurry, and neither are you anymore. Just sleep until then. Sleep and be mended. Sleep and be made new. Sleep and let the gentle morning find you, hours from now, rested at last. There's a whole soft night between here and there. Rest in all of it. Every dark, unhurried hour of it is yours. Sleep until then. You're deep in the night now, the deep, quiet middle of it, the stillest hours, when the whole world has gone soft and silent, and everything rests. This is the hour the world keeps for resting, long past the noise of evening, long before the first light, the hush at the very bottom of the dark, when even the restless things go quiet, and the whole tired world lies still. Feel how still it is. Nothing is moving, nothing is rushing. The day is far behind, the morning is far ahead. And here, in between, there's only this, the deep, calm, quiet center of the night, holding you gently in its stillness. You're in the still heart of it now. For someone who's been rushing so long, this is a kind of miracle, to be somewhere with no pull at all, nowhere to get to, nothing tugging at your sleeve, just stillness, holding you, the way deep water holds something that has finally stopped struggling and floats. The one place with no hurry in it, no noise, no pull, just deep quiet, in every direction, soft and endless, and you, floating right in the middle, held by the stillness on every side. Nothing is asked of you here. Time moves differently in this place, slower, softer. It hardly moves at all. There's no clock in the still center of the night, no minutes ticking, just one long, deep, quiet now, stretching out around you, with all the room in the world to rest. Nothing can reach this place. The demands of the day can't find you here. The worries can't follow you this deep. You've come all the way down to the quiet center, where nothing stirs, and nothing wants, and nothing needs. Let the stillness hold you. Feel it all around you. That vast, soft quiet. It isn't empty. It's full, full of peace, full of rest, full of the deep calm that lives at the bottom of every night. Let it soak into you. Let it carry you deeper. It's like being held in the deep, quiet sea, far below the waves, far below the wind, down where the water is calm and dark and still and holds you. weightless, and rocks you, barely at all. That deep, that quiet, that far from everything. So still now, so quiet, so calm. Your breath barely stirring, your body barely there, your mind gone quiet as the deep night around you. Everything still, everything at peace, everything exactly as it should be. You don't have to do anything to stay here. The stillness keeps you. You've sunk to the calmest place there is, and here you'll stay, held and quiet, all through the deep hours, until the morning gently lifts you out. There's nowhere to go from here but sleep. You're already so deep, so quiet, so close. Just let the stillness take the last of you. Let it fold gently over you, soft and dark and endless, and carry you the rest of the way down. Rest here, in the still center, where nothing moves, where nothing is asked, where there is only the deep, calm quiet of the night, holding you and keeping you until morning. Sleep on now. The first dreams are beginning now. You might feel them at the edges, soft, drifting things. Not quite thoughts anymore, not quite pictures, just gentle shapes floating up from somewhere deep and drifting past and dissolving. Let them come. They rise on their own now. You don't have to make them. You don't have to follow them. They just come, softly, the way clouds drift across a night sky, appearing, changing, floating away, one into the next, with no effort at all. This is how sleep begins. The mind lets go of the day and starts to wander. A face you didn't expect, a place you've never been, a scrap of something drifting by that makes no sense at all and doesn't have to. There's no work in a dream, nothing to solve, nothing to get right. This is the mind, finally off duty, free to wander and play and make its own strange, soft stories, with no purpose at all but to pass the night gently. After a whole day of thinking so hard, let it think easy now. Let it drift and dream and rest. Don't hold on to them. Don't try to understand them. Dreams aren't meant to be understood. They're only meant to carry you. Just let them drift up and float past and take you gently with them down into sleep. You're crossing over now. That soft, quiet border where waking turns to dreaming, where the last thoughts of the day come loose and turn strange and lovely and free. Just let the dreams take the wheel now and carry you off. It's a kind thing, this crossing. Every night of your life you've made it, from the hard, bright, effortful day, into the soft, dim, easy dark, from doing into dreaming, from holding on into letting go. You know the way. Your whole self knows the way. Just lean into it and let it happen. Softer and stranger and further away. The room is gone now. The bed is gone. The day is gone. There's only the soft, drifting dark and the first dreams rising in it, and you floating out among them, letting go of the last of the waking world. Whatever's left of today, let the dreams take it and turn it soft. The worries become clouds, the tasks become mist. Everything that felt so solid and heavy this afternoon, going weightless now, drifting off, dissolving into dream. None of it can hold its shape here. None of it can weigh on you now. Let it all go. Let the dreams come, whatever they are. Gentle ones, odd ones, soft, wandering, weightless ones. Let them fold around you. Let them carry you deeper. Let them take you the rest of the way, into the warm dark, into sleep. You don't have to arrive anywhere. Dreams have no destination. They only drift. So drift with them. Let go of the shore completely and float out, easy and unafraid, onto the deep, dark, dreaming water of sleep. You're almost dreaming now, almost gone, almost under, just drifting, softly, on the first slow tide of sleep, out past the edge of the day, into the deep and gentle dark, where the dreams will keep you until morning. There's nothing left to do but dream. Go with them now. That's it now. Nothing more to do, nothing more to hear, nothing more to be. Just sleep. You made it through the day. You let go of its weight. You came all this way down, into the warm and quiet dark. And now there's only the last easy step, to close your eyes the rest of the way and sleep. So sleep now. Rest that tired body. Rest that kind, worn heart. Rest the whole of you, deeply, softly, for as long as the night will hold you, which is all night long. You did enough today, truly, and now you can rest. You don't have to do anything else tonight. You don't have to be anything else. You are exactly enough, exactly as you are, lying here in the dark at the end of a long day. That was always true. Let it be the last thing you know as you drift off, that you are enough, and you have done enough, and you are finally fully allowed to rest. Sleep now, and be at peace, and let the gentle dark keep you safe and warm until morning. Good night. And so we come to the quiet end of the night. Whatever you heard tonight, carry it lightly. Hold it with both hands open. You don't have to keep it, or use it, or even remember it. It will be here again, waiting gently on another evening. And so will I. May the weight of the day be set down now, and stay down until morning. May the things you cannot change grow softer in the dark. May your kind, tired mind, the one that has carried so much and tried so hard, find that it is finally allowed to rest. There is nothing left to do tonight, nothing to solve, nothing to carry. You have done enough. You are enough. You can let it all go now. Just breathe, and soften, and sleep as deeply and as long as you need to. Sleep well, friend, and thank you truly for spending this night here at Restful Minds.